Hola mi gente, te habla Broadway Joel, la voz del boxeo dominicano y hoy tenemos noticia exclusiva para este canal sobre el tema de Carlos Caballo Bronco Adames. Nosotros los dominicanos siempre queremos los boxeadores que lo traigan a Nueva York, a los boxeadores dominicanos, pero ¿qué tú piensas de un boxeador dominicano, campeón mundial, el único campeón mundial que tenemos, que esté peleando y haciendo una defensa en la República Dominicana? Mucha gente están pensando cómo, por qué, a dónde, qué parte, qué está pasando, no, qué pasó con Arabia Saudita. Muchas preguntas me imagino que están pasando por tu cabeza ahora al leer el título, a ver la miniatura. Bueno, posiblemente la próxima pelea de Caballo Bronco, como dije, posiblemente en la República Dominicana. Se está hablando de la capital, que están haciendo un estadio nuevo, creo que son 12,000 asientos que tienen. No es nada confirmado, quiero aclarar, no es nada confirmado, pero eso es algo que se está hablando. También se está hablando que esta pelea, si se da, pues es posible sin Johnny Beck y también es posible con Johnny Beck. Entonces, eso de la pelea de unificación, que es la pelea que todos queremos ver a Carlos Adame ahí, eso está posible pronto. Eh, ah, Según yo entiendo, a Carlos Adame está negociando con, tú sabes, bueno, el equipo de él está negociando con el país, porque va a ser el gobierno que se va a entregar a estas negociaciones. Está negociando con el país y también me imagino que la comunicación con el Turqui todavía sigue abierto. Mucha gente, para ponerle el día, la gente que no saben la situación de Carlos Adames, que él, el promotor Turkey Al-Sheikh salió diciendo que Carlos Adames le está dando problema a su representante Luis de Cubas, que él le hizo una oferta justa y que Adames no la quiere y esto y lo otro. Él hizo esos comentarios en The Boxing Voice. Ahora, eh, el equipo de Carlos Adames salió diciendo que, bueno, me dijo a mí que ellos no estaban cómodos como le trataron allá en Arabia Saudita. Había una regla, no sé qué pasó, pero ellos trataron de llegar a Arabia Saudita, creo que eran 2 semanas antes, pero las reglas solo eran una semana antes. Entonces lo pararon ahí en el aeropuerto, él tuvo que ir a Dubái y de Dubái durar una semana y después de Dubái pasa a Arabia Saudita. Después él hace su pelea, en la opinión de mía y de muchos, él ganó su pelea, le dieron un empate. Después sale un video donde Turkey Al-Sheikh, tú sabes, el jefe del evento, está en la esquina de Shiraz dándole instrucciones sobre las cartas y el equipo de Carlos Adames quedaron incómodos con eso. Entonces, por eso en las negociaciones ellos quedaron, oye, yo estoy dispuesto de coger para allá, para Arabia Saudita, según el pago es una cantidad, tú sabes, buena. Me imagino que ellos quieren un chin más, entonces ellos hasta le dejaron saber que si la pelea en Estados Unidos, están dispuestos de coger menos dinero, pero a pelear allá, después del trato que tuvieron, ellos quieren un chin más. Entonces ahí es que entra el gobierno dominicano. Entonces, si la gente no sabe, Turkey Al-Sheikh, no sé, es diplomático, no sé, príncipe, o él está alguna manera conectado al gobierno de Arabia Saudita. Entonces, el gobierno de la República Dominicana vio eso. Entonces, ellos están usando el boxeo como una versión de turismo. Por eso que están teniendo eventos grandes, así como las dos peleas con Usyk y Tyson Fury, Usyk y Anthony Joshua, Beterbiev contra Bivol. Toda esa pelea están pasando allá porque ellos están queriendo a través del boxeo traer un turismo al país. Así cuando uno está ahí, uno va a los restaurantes, uno se está quedando en el hotel. Y me imagino que hay un sinnúmero de cosas a hacer en esa ciudad, que si uno va por un boxeo, no se van a quedar en el hotel el día entero, van a pasear, van a entrar aquí al colmado, la farmacia, y eso es dinero que ese país no estaba viendo si no fuera por este evento. Entonces, la República Dominicana es un país muy turístico, que tú sabes, en verdad, si yo me pongo a ver ellos, el ingreso de su país tiene que ser la mayor por el turismo. Entonces, esto es otra manera de la República Dominicana traer una clase de turismo, porque si la pelea con Johnny Beck y Carlos Adames se da en la capital, allá en República Dominicana, yo te puedo asegurar que muchos turistas, no solo dominicanos, porque claro, van a ir muchos dominicanos de Nueva York, de la Florida, de Pensilvania, de New Jersey, de Connecticut, de Massachusetts, que van a coger su viaje para allá y dicen, no, yo estoy aquí con Carlos Adames, voy a pagar mi vuelo. Después yo veo la pelea, visito mi familia, esto y lo otro, y uno se queda ahí una semana gastando dinero ahí en el colmado y en todos esos lugares, tomándose su motoconcho, su taxi, y todo eso ayuda al gobierno, pero también van a ir mucha gente que le gustan el boxeo y que dicen, mira, vamos a un país tropical, un país donde hay playa, hay malecón, hay de un chin de todo. Podemos quedar un hotel con donde hay una piscina y hay muchas cosas que hacer allá en la República Dominicana. Entonces sería muy, digo yo, bueno para el país turísticamente. Entonces, tú sabes, como Arabia Saudita usó ese método de traer boxeo como promoción, creo que la República Dominicana vio ese estilo y ahora están en ese momento. Pero quiero aclarar, todo esto es negociaciones, no hay nada confirmado, nada firmado, nada. Esto es algo que se está hablando y me dieron el permiso de salir y hablar sobre este tema. También quiero decir que si esa pelea sí se da, vamos, un ejemplo, que se dé allá en la República Dominicana, va a ser en Amazon Prime, que esto no va a ser una pelea que no, que uno pelea, pero uno lo tiene que ver por YouTube o bajar una aplicación, que esto y lo otro. Así como tuviste la otra pelea de PBC que fueron en Amazon Prime, esta también va a ser en Amazon Prime. Y también quiero dejar dicho que posiblemente la próxima de pelea de Adame puede ser en la República Dominicana con Johnny Beck o sin Johnny Beck. Entonces, si no pelea con Johnny Beck, quizá pelea con el mandatorio, que se me escapa el nombre ahora, yo lo tenía en mente, era una persona de Europa, no me recuerdo si es ucraniano o de Kazajstán, del mismo país donde es Johnny Beck. No me recuerdo, pero sí, puede ser contra él también. Puede ser con él también. Y quiero dejar dicho que si esa oferta se le hace a Johnny Beck, que tengo entendido que el dinero puede ser igual lo que le está pagando Turkey a Sheikh para pelear en Arabia Saudita, quizá el dinero sería igual para pelear en la República Dominicana y el dinero que está buscando Carlos Adames, él se la puede buscar con el gobierno dominicano. Entonces, no estoy 100%, pero creo que se puede dar así, si se hace así. Y creo que todos salen ganando, los fanáticos salen ganando porque es una pelea que todo el mundo quiere ver. Tú hablas si tú me mencionas 10 peleas que tú quieres ver, es imposible que una de esas 10 no sea Johnny Beck contra Carlos Adames. Eso es imposible. Es una pelea que la quiere ver todo el mundo. Todo el que sabe de boxeo, esa es la pelea que quiere. La pelea en la 160, sabemos que es una división con mucha historia. Carlos Adames tiene el CMB, que es la faja que digo yo que es más linda y que últimamente tiene la más fama. Y una pelea con Johnny Beck, que tiene 2 títulos, también sería una pelea por el título lineal, el Ring Magazine, que sería el campeón actual. Entonces son 4 fajas a la misma vez. Y no sé cuándo fue la última vez que una unificación pasó en la República Dominicana o si esto sería la primera vez. Yo sé que cuando se coronó campeón mundial, Carlos Teo Cruz en el 1968 fue por el título lineal y también creo que el CMB y el AMB, pero no fue unificación, fue una pelea de título. Entonces, creo que esto sería la primera pelea de título desde ese día y coincidente, tienen el mismo nombre, Carlos. En verdad me gustaría ver eso. Y si eso pasa, y si le hacen esa oferta, yo estoy curioso qué dice Johnny Beck, porque Johnny Beck puede ponerse como decir, no, oye, pero yo no voy a pelear en el país tuyo, esto y lo otro, que yo voy a estar incómodo. ¿Tú me entiendes? Pero también Carlos Dame le puede devolver, oye, yo estoy incómodo peleando allá en Arabia Saudita, donde me trataron, tú sabes, según el campo de Adame, ellos dicen que ellos quedaron incómodos como el trato fue, como la decisión, viendo Turkey al Sheik en la esquina, tú me entiendes, no dejando entrar al país cuando él quería. Entonces, él está muy incómodo. Pero quiero decir algo. Oye, si esa pelea no se puede dar en la República Dominicana, porque Johnny Beck no está dispuesto a ir allá a pelear en tierra ajena, como tierra del oponente, o no se puede dar en Arabia Saudita porque Caballo Bronco no está dispuesto a coger para allá por el trato, por sí o qué. Él tiene sus razones. Eh, Oye, creo que esa pelea vende en Nueva York, man. Esa pelea, mira, cuando yo vi todos esos dominicanos para la pelea de Jan Santana y Rohan Polanco, yo dije, wow, imagínate una pelea de título mundial aquí. ¿Tú te imaginas eso? Esto lo llenamos, no sería una sección. Yo lo pensé eso, yo dije, wow, sería grande. Y me imagino que Johnny Beck le gustaría pelear en el Madison, un estadio con mucha historia. También el paisano de él, Gennady Golovkin, Triple G, Triple G, él peleó ahí varias veces. Entonces tiene la historia de su paisano pelear ahí. Sería algo, creo que no tengo la mínima duda que puede vender todos los boletos en el teatro, en the theater en Madison Square Garden, the Little Room, the Hulu Theater. Yo no tengo duda que él puede vender eso. Totalmente, no tengo duda. Pero ahora, el grande depende quién estaría en la cartelera, pero creo que Johnny Beck y Carlos Adames venderían mucho ticket. Creo que sí. Johnny Beck no es una persona muy popular, pero el nombre de Carlos Adames suena. Y tú sabes, él ha estado con el doctor Natra, él ha hecho muchas entrevistas buenas ya en Dominicana, ha pasado por aquí. Cuando él pasa por aquí me dan buenos números. Entonces, tú sabes, estudiando lo analítico, yo creo que en Nueva York específicamente, no digo que en Las Vegas, que en Miami, que en Texas, que en Los Ángeles, no te puedo garantizar que eso va a estar lleno de dominicanos, porque allá en esas ciudades no hay tanto dominicanos como hay en Nueva York. Pero digo yo que si no se puede dar ninguno ni en República Dominicana ni en Arabia Saudita, ojalá se pueda dar en Nueva York. Y yo estoy un chinquillado que Adame no pudo pelear en Nueva York en su pelea contra cuando peleó Berlanga, que le dieron la oportunidad a Shiraz. Yo entiendo que Shiraz es el peleador del Turkey. No sé si está firmado directo con él, pero parece que le tiene mucho cariño por la religión, me imagino. No te sé decir exacto, pero no me gustó que le dieron la oportunidad a él contra Berlanga y no a Adame, porque eso contra Adame contra Berlanga en Nueva York, Boricua dominicano, también en esa misma cartelera había otro Boricua y otro dominicano en Subriel y Puello. Eso hubiera sido algo muy bueno, muy bueno. Pero volviendo al tema, y oye, para mí, tú sabes, la gente puede decir que este es un canal chiquito, solo tengo 7,000 y pico de gente, de seguidores aquí, pero yo quiero dejar un llamado al presidente Abinader de allá en la República Dominicana. Yo creo que la pelea entre Carlos Adames y Janibek Ali Komnuli por una unificación por 4 títulos sería algo muy grande para el país. Una pelea que no solo es 50-50 en papel, que la gente la ven competitiva, una pelea importante que sería para saber quién es el mejor de las 160, porque el número uno y el número dos en ranking son esos dos peleadores. Así que el ganador de eso está claramente como el mejor de la división, especialmente cuando tú le añades encima que es la 160, una división donde ahí a Marvin Hagler, campeón mundial, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Durán, Oca de la Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, Felix Tito Trinidad. Tú sabes, yo te estoy mencionando nombres así que la gente tiene en el top 10, top 15 de todos los tiempos, que todo, casi muchos de los boxeadores en el top, vamos a poner 20, pasaron por la 160. También Roy Jones Jr. Pasó por ahí. ¿No me entiendes? Te estoy mencionando Canelo Álvarez, Triple G, te estoy mencionando y sigo así, y eso es de mi cabeza, no lo tengo escrito aquí, eso es de mi cabeza. Entonces, esa clase de pelea cae en República Dominicana, sería grandísimo para la economía, digo yo, y para la historia del boxeo dominicano. Y me gusta que como que ellos vean que esa estrategia se está usando en Arabia Saudita para traer turismo a la República Dominicana. Está tan cerca de Estados Unidos y tener tanto inmigrante dominicano en Estados Unidos que uno puede coger viaje. Esos son gente que traen dinero, que traen dólares adentro del país. Y como repito, hay gente que van a querer ver la pelea, ni son dominicanos, ni son del país de Johnny Beck. Es que son fanáticos americanos, mexicanos, europeos, que les gustan el boxeo, saben que es una pelea buena, saben que República Dominicana tiene mucha playa, muchos hoteles, mucho de todo, y están dispuestos de no solo coger viaje para ver la pelea, pero también coger el viaje como una vacaciones. Oye, porque yo te digo yo ahora, te lo digo yo ahora, esa pelea se hace allá en Dominicana. Yo no me voy nada más por fin de semana, de que no, yo voy para el pesaje y me voy el domingo. Nada, yo voy a durar como, me imagino, una semana ya, yo entero, pasando por todos los lados, gastando dinero en el colmado, cogiendo un taxi, comiendo en este restaurante, quedándome en el hotel, dándole propina a los meseros. Y eso es todo dinero que se queda alrededor del país. Entonces, y yo no voy a ser el único, yo no voy a ser el único que va a hacer eso. Entonces, para el presidente Abinader, digo yo, le mando este mensaje, eso sería una gran inversión, no solo al deporte, pero también al turismo del país. Y ojalá que se dé, ojalá que se dé. Y yo sí, yo entiendo que posiblemente Johnny Beck no va a querer coger el riesgo de ir al país, tú sabes, donde su oponente. Pero esa es la pelea que se puede, que sería grande. Claro, una defensa contra el mandatorio también va a traer gente, pero no así tanto así como la pelea de Gianni Beck, que sería una unificación. Y me gusta que, según mi fuente, me gusta que si la pelea está ahí todavía, puede ser en Amazon Prime. ¿Tú me entiendes? Y me imagino que en esa misma cartelera van a tener otros peleadores de PBC. De eso no me han contado porque, como te repito, esto es algo que se está hablando, no es algo que ya está confirmado, no es algo que le hicieron una oferta a Carlos o a Johnny Beck, esto es algo que se está hablando que posiblemente puede pasar. Y entonces, y si pasa eso sería algo grande, digo yo. Digo yo que sería algo grande para el país. Aquí está Javier que pregunta, ¿Beck está dispuesto a ir a RD? Tú sabes, uno no sabe hasta que no se le haga la oferta. Después que la oferta sea del mismo precio de lo que está ofreciendo Turkey Al Sheikh, ahí uno dice, ok, bueno, lo que tú querías te lo estoy ofreciendo yo aquí. ¿Qué es lo que? ¿Tú me entiendes? Tú querías, en verdad no te sé decir cuánto le van a pagar o qué sé yo qué, pero tú querías tanto. Bueno, ahí te lo va a dar. Encuentro muy interesante. que eso sería una posibilidad, algo que nunca pensé que podía ser una posibilidad, pero sí. Y, pero mi gente, puse el link en el chat por la gente que están interesados a dar su comentario, su opinión sobre este tema. Estamos dispuestos de hablar y cualquier pregunta que yo tenga la respuesta de una vez, yo le doy la respuesta si es que tengo la respuesta preparada. Pero, mi gente, denle en el link y cualquier pregunta, como dije, estoy dispuesto a respondérsela. Segundo. Eh, la última vez no tuve los audífonos y no podía escuchar a nadie, entonces déjame buscar los audífonos, tenerlos preparados. Sí, que a mí no me gusta usar los audífonos. A mí no me gusta usar los audífonos, de verdad, pero si la otra vez no pude escuchar, déjame ver, aquí está Andy Delgado, que dice: "Joel, después que Carlos le gane a Yanibek, ¿qué pasará con el otro título?". Bueno, el otro título lo tiene Erislandy Lara. Como Lara tiene ese título, me ha dicho varias veces Carlos Adames que él es amigo con él, los 2 están con, Luis de Cubas, los 2 entrenan con, Ismael Salas, y él, aparte de eso, fue un gran admirador de Erislandy Lara, y no es una pelea que le interesa, pero ¿cuándo fue la última vez que peleó, Erislandy Lara? Con todo el respeto, cuando yo ni sé. ¿Tú me entiendes? Ese título está vacante pronto, digo yo, pero eh, eh, yo no, en verdad, yo con eso yo estoy en desacuerdo con Adame, que él no pelea con este hombre, tú sabes, por amistad, pero no estoy de acuerdo con eso, porque está bien, son amigos, pero se pueden pelear. Eso es tu negocio, uno se lo está buscando. Roy Pérez, dice aquí que tu micrófono o tu cámara no está conectado. No sé si tú no conectaste, no le diste permiso. Eh, Sale y entra, pero cuando entra te pide permiso. Ahora sí, déjame. Oh, ¿qué pasa? No sé qué está pasando. Te iba a entrar ahí, después no sé. Dale permiso a que te pueda usar el micrófono y la cámara. Sí, la última pelea que Lara tuvo fue con Dani García el año pasado, en septiembre, y no tiene pelea alineada. Así que no sé qué pasa. Roy, dime a ver, mi hermano.
Claro que, bro, güey.
Espérate, que tengo que ponerme los audífonos. No sé qué pasa ahora, últimamente, que si no uso los audífonos, no escucho a los fanáticos cuando hablan, cuando entran, escúchame. Ya ver. Roy, mi hermano, ¿qué es lo que?
¿Tú me oyes?
Sí, ahora sí, ¿qué es lo que?
Tranquilo, escuchando aquí la voz, en verdad. Oye, bro, yo tenía una pregunta.
Sí,
Yo
sí,
no he
sí.
escuchado nada de Elvis. ¿Qué ha pasado con Elvis?
Él, su última pelea fue en abril cuando él perdió contra Lindolfo Delgado. Él,
Claro.
desgraciadamente, bueno, él está con Top Rank y Top Rank, desgraciadamente, no tiene un contrato de televisión actualmente. Entonces, tú sabes, toda la gente que pelean con Top Rank están en una situación como dudosa en el sentido para el resto del año. Yo le doy gracias a Dios que ya Polanco ya ha peleado menudo, él peleó en febrero, en mayo y ahora en julio. Ya son 3 peleas que si él no pelea el resto del año, yo estoy bien porque ya él hizo lo que, tú sabes, hizo lo que tenía que hacer. Pero en la situación de Elvis, me imagino que una oportunidad le va a llegar en una cartelera de otro, tú sabes, sea en DAZN, sea en Amazon Prime, le va a llegar, pero hasta ahora él no tiene pelea alineada, no. No tiene ni.
Yo he escuchado como que Top Rank se iba a ir para la zone luego de que se acabara el contrato con ESPN. No
Se, se,
sé.
se escuchó muchos rumores, pero ya se acabó el contrato y ellos todavía no están en eso. Yo le hice una entrevista a Brad Goodman, el matchmaker de Top Rank, y ellos me dijeron a mí como que tú sabes, que él no sabe, que en verdad no sabe, que se está moviendo, porque está tan cerca de su último show, que el último show de él fue el 26 de julio. Y yo le hice la entrevista, creo que fue el 24. ¿Tú me entiendes?
Sí.
Yo lo creo que de verdad no tienen nada porque está tan cerca a decirme ahí tuviera bien, oye, se está moviendo esto, ya esta es la última aquí en ESPN, pero ahora vamos a ir para tal sitio. Desgraciadamente, hasta ahora no se sabe, no se sabe.
Sí, me encantaría verlo pelear a él porque... Y mira,
Sí.
que hoy pelea a Kenny Sims también, que peleó con él.
Sí, yo estaba en eso, como que, wow, hago el live porque yo sé que la gente van a estar viendo la pelea, pero varias gente me comentaron que, oye, bro, güey, tú tienes que hacer ese live, no me, como que no lo dejes así en esa área, porque yo mencioné en el chat, oye, tengo un chat de WhatsApp, oye, tengo noticias jugosas, pero no la quiero tirar. Por esto, no, hazlo ahora. Entonces yo dije, no, pues está todo, déjame hacerlo ahora. Pero antes que te deje, ¿qué tú opinas de posiblemente Carlos Adames con conjunto con el gobierno dominicano haciéndole una oferta al equipo de Johnny Beck para una unificación allá en Dominicana? ¿Qué tú piensas de eso?
Estaría bien, me encantaría. Aunque estaría un poquito complicado de que se haga eso, ¿me entiendes? Porque tú sabes, Gianni Beck tiene 2 títulos y como que, ¿por qué yo iría allá a Dominicana? Yo que tengo 2 títulos. Y, ¿me
Sí,
entiendes?
pero los títulos sí tienen valor, pero él no. Tienen valor, pero él no es nadie en el sentido que hasta Adame es más popular que él, tú sabes.
Sí,
Adame, más gente conoce a Adame que conocen a Gianni Beck.
claro.
Entonces,
No, Gianni Beck aquí no vende, ¿verdad? En Estados Unidos. Él no
no,
es de que...
y digo yo que si Adame pelea en Nueva York, viendo cómo le respondieron a Jan Santana y a Rohan Polanco, que no pelearon con muertos, pero pelearon gente que no tienen nombre
Sí, claro.
y no tienen título, que Adame venga a defender un título, bueno, a unificar título contra otro boxeador que es campeón mundial, eso fácilmente se le vende al público dominicano y como están los fanáticos últimamente, se están respondiendo que están saliendo.
Ellos todavía están en negociaciones, están abiertas las negociaciones entre ellos dos.
Eso no lo tengo claro. Creo que como que se quedó en pausa, pero en lo que se
Ujú.
quedó en pausa, el equipo de Adame está como trabajando en el gobierno de República Dominicana, vendiéndole que esto es una gran oportunidad turística, que si ellos
Sí.
hagan esta inversión, ellos le van a sacar dinero en vez de, tú sabes, está dando dinero. Ellos pueden pagar por el evento, pero a través del turismo ganar dinero para atrás y más.
En un estadio grande allá en Dominicana sería un
Sí,
palo.
es que hay un estadio que se está construyendo que yo creo que se termina de construir en octubre.
¿Cuál es
Eh,
ese?
no me recuerdo el nombre, pero va a tener 12,000 asientos. Y
Ah,
ellos quieren hacer un evento de boxeo ahí como el grand opening, como
sí.
la gran, tú sabes, la gran, mira, abrimos este estadio nuevo y mira, una pelea unificación que con Amazon Prime, que esto y lo otro, ellos quieren hacer una bulla así, ¡pa!
Exacto.
Y entonces se están hablando los números y nada está seguro, no hay contrato, pero eso es algo que se está hablando y se está negociando.
Eso es
Pero
bueno. Y que la compañía de Swan Boxing esté ahí también y que meta sus peleadores.
ujú,
Y los
ujú.
dominicanos de aquí también que peleen allá, que peleen todo.
Sí, no, y lo bueno de esto que yo sé que, tú sabes, es fácil yo decirte, Roy, hay una pelea allá en la capital, vamos a coger para allá, vamos a la pelea, pero antes de eso, vamos a un teteo, vamos a esto, visitamos la prima, el primo, el tío, la tía, ¿tú me entiendes? y
Claro,
todo eso es fácil. Convencer a un dominicano y ir a Santo Domingo, eso es lo más fácil. ¿Tú me entiendes?
claro, claro, claro.
Entonces, ahora si tú me estás vendiendo también un evento, eso se puede dar grande, se puede dar grande.
No,
Pero Roy,
sería lo mejor. Yo iría sin falta, yo sí.
sí, verdad. Tú eres de
Claro.
la capital allá.
Sí, yo soy de ahí mismito, San Cristóbal, ahí mismito cerca.
Ah, no, tú estás
10
cerca. Entonces,
minutos, 15 minutos.
sí, 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 que tú vas, coges para allá, te das tu gozar y después tú vuelves para tu pueblo y estás ahí visitando con tu familia. Y como dije yo, si yo voy para esa pelea, yo no, yo voy por una semana, yo no voy de que no, que yo me voy, la pelea el sábado, yo llego el viernes, me voy el domingo, que me voy el domingo. Yo
No,
llego,
eso,
yo llego el sábado y me voy el otro sábado.
claro. Ellos van a ir a visitar unos días, una semana y luego se van porque
Ujú.
Santo Domingo es de los países más visitados, ¿me entiendes?
Sí, sí,
Muchos
sí.
turistas ya, mucho día anual que van.
No, y yo me imagino que gente van no, ya después de la pelea aquí en la capital, se ubica un vehículo y van para Punta Cana o para La Romana y se pasan un resort.
Exacto.
¿Tú me entiendes? Hay opciones, hay opciones.
O viceversa. Hay gente que puede que vengan a Punta Cana y de Punta Cana se queden en Punta Cana y de Punta Cana vayan a Santo Domingo a ver la pelea y regresen así.
También,
Claro, porque tú sabes,
también.
los resorts están ahí en Punta Cana. Agarra un resort, ok, una guagua, vamos para Santo Domingo a ver la pelea y
Ujú.
después vuelven a Punta Cana y siguen sus vacaciones ahí.
Exacto. Entonces, sería una gran oportunidad si se hace. Pero no, Roy,
Claro.
tengo otra gente aquí esperando. Muchas gracias por la llamada y muchas gracias por el apoyo.
Gracias, gracias.
No, ok, de nada, mi hermano. Ok, mi hermano, tengo aquí a Yadiel Rojas. ¿Cómo está, mi hermano? ¿Se fue la luz allá?
No, no, no. Hay luz, gracias a Dios. Estamos aquí en Dominicana. ¿Cómo tú estás?
No, pues
Sí,
tú estás mejor que yo.
estoy en Dominicana ahora. Gracias, gracias, brother, por la oportunidad. Oía tu comentario ahí sobre la posibilidad de que el Bronco pelee en nuestro país.
Ujú.
Y yo creo que eso, o sea, el boxeo se lo merece realmente, brother. Yo creo que históricamente lo que el boxeo ha hecho por el país de nosotros, debiera el gobierno, el Estado, intervenir y darnos no solamente al Bronco, tratar de montar una cartelera donde sería una buena oportunidad ahí, donde entre la revancha tú te imaginas la revancha de Matías contra Puello
Ay,
en esa misma cartelera.
no creo que
Y
la
que,
misma cartelera, pero coño, tuviera bacano eso. Dos peleas de título mundial ahí. Uf.
brother, yo creo que este país se merece eso y más. El boxeo le ha dado mucha gloria a este país a nivel olímpico. El boxeo, si tú te pones a mirar la historia olímpica de nuestro país, cada vez que hay medalla, busca que ahí siempre está el boxeo diciendo presente. Y
Una pregunta. Se está hablando de que el estadio va a tener 12,000 asientos. ¿Tú crees que la República Dominicana está tan atento al boxeo que puede vender 12,000 asientos?
yo tengo la información de ese estadio, lo que yo no sé si es el mismo al que tú te refieres, que lo quieren como inaugurar en octubre.
Ese mismo.
Pero no,
Sí,
pero no sé si es el mismo. Esa ubicación es en la Jacobo. La Jacobo Magluto, un proyecto, tú sabes, es una área que está creciendo mucho en Santo Domingo Norte, donde hay muchas, o sea, es un área que está creciendo a nivel de mall, edificaciones, muchos edificios. Es una área donde más se está construyendo ahora mismo en el país.
sí.
Creo que,
Se-
creo que el
se-
empresario Simon Díaz, creo que es el encargado de ese proyecto. Creo que es el que está detrás de eso. No sé si es el mismo al que te
sí,
refieres.
le dicen la Arena Santo Domingo y sería frente al cementerio Jardín Memorial.
Correcto, correcto. Ese mismo, es el mismo entonces del que
Ah, pues
estamos hablando.
estamos hablando del mismo. Ok, entonces,
Sí,
¿qué tú piensas de 12,000? 12,000 gente, porque son mucha gente y estamos pidiendo,
Sí,
tú sabes, aquí en RD, en Nueva York se vendió una sección de dominicanos, pero una sección caben 250 gente. Aquí estamos pidiendo 12,000.
yo creo que por el impacto que traería esa edificación y tú aprovechar una fecha, no octubre, sino una fecha como diciembre, por ahí,
Sí, que la gente ya están allá
y
visitando.
meter una sí, 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 diciembre yo creo que sería una excelente fecha. Y tú agregar una cartelera donde no solo pelee el Bronco, donde también, vuelvo y te repito, donde tú le agregues par de dominicanos élite que ahora mismo están brillando, ¿sabes? Eso yo creo que sería algo quizá nunca visto en el país por la producción que tenemos ahora mismo de esos muchachos con mucho talento y que en verdad desde aquí, desde la isla se le está dando, yo he hablado con un par de amigos y se le está dando mucho seguimiento a todos esos muchachos. Yo creo que el gobierno podría intervenir ahí, tú sabes, y buscar dinero, porque tú sabes que lo más difícil es el dinero. Se aparece en las bolsas para pagarle a los bolseadores, los patrocinios. Ya lo demás es más fácil. Tú sabes que esa pelea también, esa cartelera, tú sabes que vendería mucho a nivel internacional, tú sabes, podría tú ponerle en Dazón, cualquier
No, no,
cadena.
no, no. Dice que si se hace, la pelea va a ser en Amazon Prime. Eso es lo que se está hablando, que es una plataforma grande aquí en Estados Unidos. Y, pero una cosa que quiero decir sobre los 12,000 boletos, que los precios van a ser muy buenos comparados a los precios de aquí. Entonces,
Sí,
quizá vamos a poner $100, $200, tú estás sentado, tú sabes, ahí mismo del ring. Tú sabes, aquí en Estados Unidos, $200, $100, tú todavía estás a una buena distancia. Entonces, a los precios tan más bacanos, como decimos nosotros, quizás más gente se anima a viajar de aquí de Estados Unidos allá, porque es como un doble. Yo no, yo voy para la pelea, pero también voy a visitar a mi abuela, que tengo un año que no la veo, y me quedo
sí,
allá una semana, y durante esa semana ya es un día que tengo planeado. ¿Tú me entiendes? Cuando uno hace su vacación, dice, no, mira, el domingo voy a la playa, el lunes voy y visito a mi tía allá en Santiago, el martes hago esto. Uno hace el plan. Oye, el sábado es la pelea de Carlos Adame. Durante mi viaje, que voy a quedar una semana, voy a coger para allá.
y cuando yo me refería al ingrediente de la revancha de Matías Puello, te lo digo desde el punto de vista de que Matías es puertorriqueño y
Sí,
nuestra isla está bien, bastante cerca de Puerto Rico y que es un ingrediente que tú traerías porque por la cercanía yo entiendo que tú traerías muchos boricuas
sí.
a apoyar a Subriel Matías porque estamos bastante cerca. Ellos van a Nueva York, imagínate, van desde más lejos, van a más lejos, entonces aquí lo harían. O sea, yo creo que aquí si se monta una buena cartelera, eh, esas instalaciones nuevas, una fecha como diciembre, yo no le tendría miedo a los 12,000 asientos, ¿no? Yo creo que una buena promoción y también esos grandes promotores involucrar a algunos de ellos y la participación de dos o tres artistas internacionales en el sentido de que van a estar en el evento. Eso es algo que tú le vas a agregar ahí, que eso también podría ser un elemento más a favor cuando tú anuncias que vendrán varias personalidades internacionales, artistas y eso. Yo creo que los 12,000 asientos se venderían, brother, sin problema.
No, no, y también tener americano ahí sería bueno porque, como te repito, este es un país, el país de la República Dominicana es un país turístico. Es un país que si tú le dices a un americano, un italiano, un francés, oye, vamos a la República Dominicana, de una vez ellos están pensando en playa, ellos están pensando en resort, en cosas que hacer, el clima. Entonces, no es difícil venderle esa imagen a una persona que vaya a la República Dominicana. Y si tú le dices, durante ese viaje, este día vamos para una pelea, yo creo que que sería bueno para el turismo.
Sí, claro, estoy totalmente de acuerdo. Recuerda que adicional a eso, tú podrías traer peleadores de la talla de Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, para que te vayan a ver el evento. Recuerda que el simple hecho de esa personalidad, de esos deportistas, estar ahí, también recuerda que hay mucha gente que lo sigue y el hecho de ellos estar ahí sería un ingrediente también que llamaría más la venta de boletas. O sea, creo que con una buena promoción, creo que una buena fecha, ese estadio, una buena cartelera, yo creo, Broadway, que los 12,000 asientos no serían problema para venderse. El boxeo está en un buen momento en el país de nosotros. Y lo necesitamos, ¿tú me entiendes? Porque esa ventaja tienen los boricuas, que ellos te dan el lujo de montar buenas carteleras en su país y van y lo apoyan. Yo creo que nosotros necesitamos eso y estamos en un momento, sí, donde podemos hacerlo.
Última pregunta antes que te deje. Te quería preguntar sobre allá en la República Dominicana, cuando tú estás allá, tú has hablado con gente de la pelea de Puello, de la pelea de Rohan, de Jan Santana, posiblemente la pelea de Elvis Rodríguez que pasó en abril. ¿Tú has hablado? ¿Qué es la temperatura como de cuando tú hablas con la gente? ¿Ellos están al día?
Sí, claro, sí, aquí hay mucha gente siguiéndolo a ellos, sí, aquí hay mucha gente siguiéndolo a ellos. O sea, te hablo porque tú sabes que en el ámbito boxístico lo van a seguir siempre, tú sabes, porque el que le gusta el bolseo va a buscar el bolseo. Pero te hablo de gente que no son, vamos a decir, que no están muy metidos en el área del bolseo. Sí, yo he hablado con ellos y siguen, y lo siguen y ven su cartelera. Sí, lo ven pelear. O sea, te hablo de gente que no es que está muy mezclado en el boxeo.
Sí,
¿Entiendes?
casuales.
Y aún así lo sigue, te hablas de
Gente
ellos.
que ven el boxeo casualmente.
O sea, amigos, ajá, lo que ven el boxeo casual, así mismo, y lo siguen. Te hablan del Bronco, te hablan de Rohan, te hablan de Jan Santana. Sí. Yo creo que el país de nosotros puede. Habría que meter una presioncita al gobierno para que él se motive y haga eso. Yo creo que si el gobierno apoya una cartelera de esa magnitud, yo creo que podemos salir airosos y podríamos crear un buen precedente y unas buenas expectativas incluso para que Ediger, el mismo Turki y promotores así, abrirle los ojos y cuando viene a ver quizá en el futuro también se motivan, se animan a montar una gran cartelera aquí en el país, porque si podemos brindar una buena impresión, eso vendería ante los ojos del mundo.
Estoy de acuerdo. Oye, Yadiel, te quiero dar muchas gracias por estar aquí conmigo, por toda la pregunta.
Gracias, hermano.
Y
te voy a hacer, me comprometo a hacerte un video. Me comprometo a hacerte un video y mandártelo de la instalación de la que estamos hablando para que tú veas cómo va eso.
Sí, por favor. Sería, yo estuviera muy agradecido.
Está bien. Gracias, hermano, brother. Gracias.
No, gracias a usted. Ok, tengo aquí a mi hermano Héctor Bermúdez. What's up, my brother? ¿Qué es lo que?
What's going on? How's everything?
Everything is good. Everything is good.
I haven't talked to you in a while.
I know we've been busy, man. We've been busy. I've been setting up this event August 10th where I'm gonna have so far 6 Dominicans confirmed, including your fighter Rohan Polanco. So I've been dealing with that. I was covering your fighter's fight, editing videos, doing all types of stuff. I've been busy. How you been, my brother?
Good. Make sure they come because they be you know how Dominicans are. They always saying they're gonna come, they don't come.
I hope they come. I hope they come. I got them on flyers and shit like that. So they will only be making themselves look bad because they gave me their word they was gonna come. So if they don't come, that's on them.
I see the chat talking about Pollo one. They still talking about de que Pollo ganó esa pelea.
Es que esa gente tan caliente con eso. Oye, tú porque eres boricua, estás feliz que se la dieron a Subriel, pero hay gente que la vieron de la otra manera, intanquillado. No te me
but at the same time, if you ask somebody, ¿qué es ring generalship? They don't even know how to answer that. Like, they don't even know how to score a boxing fight.
Did you rewatch it?
Oh, no.
Yeah, so you don't know if their complaint is is valid or not. You know, it's funny. I haven't rewatched.
Well, I'm just saying the average person don't know how to judge a boxing fight.
It's true. It's true. And particularly that one. That one had. I mean, that one is really like the difference is 1 or 2 rounds because it's pretty clear. Puello won the first 2 and the last 2. Those 2 rounds are clear, and there was like about 4, 5 rounds that it was clear Subriel won those rounds. So there's like 2 or 3 rounds is like they were close. It depends on what you liked. And I think that's where a lot of people feel like Puello won because they felt he landed the cleaner shots, and but some people feel like Subriel landed the harder shots. So it's you know.
What was the score?
2 judges had it 115, 113 for Subriel, and 1 judge had it 114, 114, which seemed about right in terms of. That it was
it's so close. Everyone had it close. You had it close.
Yeah.
And trust me, if there was anything, you would have definitely went for Puello. So if you had it close, God damn, it's like no one should be complaining.
Hey, it wasn't me though. It's not me. It's the chat. If
the voice of Dominican boxing had it a draw, trust me, it was a draw.
Yeah, I try to call everything by the book, man. I try not to.
But you still could be a little biased because you're pushing for your man Puello. So if you see the draw, it's a draw. Like everybody's crying. It's like 114, 114, 115, 130. That's just close.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll get it back because he's gonna beat the shit out that dude.
Dalton Smith. Yeah, that dude got no shot.
And it's better for Puello. Puello get a time off to relax. Matias, which I'm a fan of Matias. He Boricua, so I'm a fan of him, but he's a catcher's mitt. So now what's going to happen? Smith is a puncher. His punch resistance is going to go down, and if he get hit with that same uppercut with Puello in the rematch, Puello probably put him down this time.
I hope so. It just doesn't seem like Puello could crack too much because he caught him a couple.
Just the leverage is the leverage. This is why I'm not going to get into how Rohan would demolish Matias. I'm not, because people go crazy. But it's just the leverage.
You don't want me to go viral. That's what it is. You don't want me to go viral.
The leverage of the arms, like the leverage of the arm. My man is like too long to fight close distance. But
you talking about Matias?
Puello's, Puello's arms is crazy long.
But he couldn't get him off of him. He was trying to box and move, but there was moments. It wasn't until Subriel got tired where he could do his thing.
Puello should have risked a point taken away from him for holding. He should have held a little more on the inside.
He did hold a lot. Oh, well, yeah, he
should have risked it until he got a point taken away. Because he can't fight on the inside. This guy's a brute. And yeah, there's a certain leverage and at a certain distance, Puello got power. But once it gets cut down in half and all that, then he don't have the leverage. Like, think about a baseball pitcher. You think the fastest pitchers are like stubby armed, or it'd be like a motherfucker 6'4" with long arms shooting that shit down the plate, right?
Yeah, it's tall guys, yeah.
So yeah, Puello needs that distance to crack him, and he just, he couldn't keep him off him. Or the game plan. I don't know what the game plan was, but of course it was just the hit and move. But there is Salah is a wholesome trainer, but the Cuban style boxing is really clean. Like so I say that. So anytime you fight a Cuban, I hate the fact that Nova left me before. I didn't want the Robici fight, but Nova left me, and then he got the Robici fight, and Robici knocked his ass out, which I didn't want that because he wasn't ready for the fight. So now, if you see the fight, Cubans they're very delicate in the sense that they want clean boxing. Mm-hmm. If you push them a little bit or you knock them off their square, something that is just not punching, they get frustrated, right? So why do I say all this? I say that because Salas is an awesome trainer, very good fundamental-wise, but there's a sense of professional boxing. Like you could put your hands on the motherfucker. You could control him. You could. Yes, is it in the rules? No, but is the ref going to say something? Yes, but so what? Like I was prepping the ref in the locker room when Rohan fought. I said, listen, ref, the guy's going to post all day. He can't post. He's going to be posting, and I need you to warn him on this. And he was like, yeah, I got it. Hey, the whole fight, hey, use it. Stop posting. Use it. Not really a stop and give him a warning, which is very, I'm being picky. I'm being picky by fucking with the ref. But while the fight's going on, I already told him in the locker room, it's in his mind. And then while the fight going on, once he do it, hey, ref, he's posting. I knew the post was going to be a problem for us because, first of all, he got 77, 78 fucking reach on. It's crazy. He got a heavyweight reach. I don't even know why he can. That guy should be, he should be world champion. He just ran into Rohan. But so what I mean by like if Puello had a post game the way that Quentin Randall had a post game.
Could you explain what a post game is for the people listening?
To mush a motherfucker right the fuck out the way, right? Just put your motherfucking hand right on him and mush him out the way. The ref gonna say, hey, don't do that. But that doesn't cause the ref to. I mean, you got to do it so excessively that the ref will take a point away. But you do it. You do that plus the holding, plus the clinching and scrambling off of the clinch. There's so many things. There's about 3 things that fucking Puello could have did to Matias that, yes, is a little against the rules. But my man, this is fucking professional boxing, and we're not fighting for trophies or medals. We're fighting for money, and it's the hurt business. So you do those things until the ref tells you like, don't do it. I'm gonna take a point away, and then you stop doing it for a round, and you go back to doing it. And if Puello got a post game, which Salah doesn't teach because they teach great fundamentals.
Yeah.
The Cuban boxing system is the best fucking amateur system in the world. But it's hard, it's hard to get that system to be like, nah, we gotta, I mean, it's not cheating. You gotta, you punch and you push. You don't push and punch, then the ref will say something. But if you don't push and punch, but if you punch and push and fall in and no, then you could get away with that. If you think about it, if I go punch you, push you, and punch you again, the ref ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
But you get this motherfucker off of you. I don't know if I'm making sense here.
No, you are. I get it. Especially a push, you could put somebody off balance where you could possibly get a flash knockdown, or the person gets distracted to the, maybe wants to talk to the ref like, yo, he pushing, and you coming back with something. I definitely see what you're talking about, because the Cuban style is more moving boxing, which I think there's a limit to how much you could do that, because
do what? Moving box or post?
No, moving box, because the reason I say that, and although we have seen boxers do it, a guy like Subriel Matias, he's gonna tire you out. So if you're moving and throwing punches, by the time the 10th, 11th, 12th round, you may not have enough gas to keep moving like that if that's the game plan. And that's how Puello came out the first 2 rounds. Came out boxing beautiful, moving. He won those first 2 rounds clean. But then in that 3rd round, he stopped moving as much, because I just think that lactic acid started getting into the legs, and it's kind of realized like, no, I got to kind of sit down a little bit. And
that's when he should have been framing. He should have been clinching. He should have been posting. He should have been punching and scrambling off of the clinches. He could have been doing all that, and all that, he would have won. Man, he'll win that fight easy. I mean, if he works while this motherfucker getting ready for the next fight, and if he work on little things like that for the rematch, boy, Matias is not hanging in there with him.
Yeah, no, and this is another training camp Matias is gonna have, another fight he's gonna have, and he's someone who takes, punishment, both in sparring because that's his style, and both in a fight because that's his style.
He's a catcher's mitt.
I'm not gonna go that far, but I'll let you do that. He
punches everything fucking Puello was throwing, running into this shit.
I got Juan de lo mío who sends $5. Muchas gracias, mi hermano. Dice, nuestro país está súper pobre. Tiene que estar mucho sponsor para que se pueda financiar una pelea titular. Well, I'm going to answer in Spanish because you send the super chat in Spanish. El país de la República Dominicana actualmente en Latinoamérica es el país que está creciendo más. Creo que la República Dominicana y El Salvador son los dos países que han subido financieramente mucho en los últimos años. Así que, y también cuando tú estás hablando con un gobierno, vamos a poner 20 millones. No digo, yo estoy diciendo para una cartelera entera, 20 millones no es nada para un gobierno. Un gobierno está recibiendo mucho dinero y no creo que va a costar tanto. También uno tiene que entender, tú estás invirtiendo el dinero, no regalándolo, porque ese dinero te va a traer turismo al país y creo que tú recuperas el dinero ahí y si no le saca más, porque como te repito, si ponen esa pelea en Santo Domingo, si tú crees que yo no me voy a durar 2 o 3 días, tú estás loco. Y posiblemente todo el que está aquí viendo el programa igualmente se va a quedar por más de 2 o 3 días. Y si tú te quedas ahí más de 2 o 3 días, tú estás gastando dinero. Entonces, quiero que le tome eso en cuenta. All right. So let's talk about Rohan's performance, man. Rohan, he won.
I see somebody on your chat saying that is read the chat there from Lourdes Rivera, which don't know nothing about professional boxing.
This one? Todas las recomendaciones del colchón dan vergüenza. He's saying you on the couch giving advice. He goes that you should be embarrassed.
And there's another one above that.
Oh, tremendo entrenador. Todas las recomendaciones se refieren a la pelea, a pelear sucio. Si así es que va a aconsejar a Rohan, está la cosa mala. So he wrote it in Spanish. I appreciate if you respond in Spanish. I could translate too.
No, lo que él tiene que aprender y entender es que esto es pelea profesional, no amateur. Y no es sucio hasta que el referí te quite un punto. Y es parte de, si yo puedo sacrificar 1 punto o 2 puntos para ganar una pelea, la cuestión es ganar. Lo que se va para negociar la próxima pelea no es el que pierde, es que gane. Mírale a Devin Haney ahora. Todo el mundo diciendo que una pelea malísima, pero ¿qué pasó? Él ganó. So ahora los otros están hablando de él y Norman. Y no íbamos a hablar de él y Norman si él perdió. Right? So lo que te pone para la mesa para negociar es tu ganar. So aprende a boxear, el boxeo profesional.
No, no, y yo entiendo lo que tú dices, porque tú lo que no estás diciendo es algo sucio. Tú lo que estás diciendo es que
parte de boxeo, cuando tú estás
que amarrar, él nunca dijo que tira cabeza o pegar golpe abajo.
¿Y qué tú crees que Roberto Durán hacía? Te controlaba en medio, adentro, en medio, te ponía la cabeza aquí. ¿Y tú qué pasa si Matías viene y Puello se pone más bajito que él y controla el centro y lo pone más alto a Matías? Él controla el tempo de la pelea adentro. Y ese Rivera, ¿qué sabe ese?
No, but let's circle back. Let's circle back into Rohan Polanco's performance. How do you think he performed? Like, what grade would you give him? What was your opinion? I did see some things I wanted him to improve. I don't know if you want me to get into that, but the question is, how did you think he performed?
I thought he performed very well. I thought I definitely had the better horse in the race. I know that this is the best Quentin Randall. When you're trying to compare the Quentin Randall that fought, you could just listen to the interviews and you could see the how Quentin Randall fought Brian Norman. He was sick as a dog the whole week, and he said by the second round he couldn't even do anything. So I don't know if people know that, but he was sick. He said the coach was sick. He was sick. Everybody was sick. Even Shakur Stevenson got sick because he was in camp with him. So something happened that everybody was sick. He was sick in the fight. He needed the money, so he wasn't going to pull out. And he had no excuse for this fight. He trained hard. He got good sparring. Everybody that he sparred with, like he sparred with Tellez, he sparred with Vito Melnicki. He sparred middleweights, junior middleweights, right? He said he sparred with people that had good left hooks. So this is the best Quentin Randall that could probably. And the motherfucker was an Olympic team. He was an official guy, and he had time to train, and he did his part. He was able to withstand. His body was strong. He was able to withstand those body shots. So when we got a real guy in front of us, and I think Rohan did very well with. This is the thing with me. These motherfuckers want to fucking think that they want to diss Devin Haney by running, and then they diss Polanco by coming forward. This dude, people love Mike Tyson because he came forward. He was about his business, trying to knock you the fuck out. He came forward with defense, and he was a come forward power counter puncher. What the fuck you think Rohan is? Come forward, trying to counter you and trying to knock your motherfucking head off your body. So, and then why is it not exciting? Why people nitpicking because he left his feet, because he sold out in his stands, because he could have did this, he could have did that. And these ain't trainers, these are fans. They're fanatics, right? They're fans. So sit back and enjoy this motherfucker giving you the best entertainment in the welterweight division, the best fucking you can't without an argument can't tell me that he's not exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's the most exciting fucking fighter that there is, that Top Rank has. Like, he's coming to fight. He's never disappointed from fucking day one. He's fighting. He's kicking down the door, and I'm trying to knock you the fuck out. And then people got the nerve to nitpick that.
Yeah, the thing is with Rohan, I think people have seen the way he talks, and he's a big talker. And also, we've seen the talent, so people are going to hold him to the high standard he set in his previous fights, as well as the high standard he has when he comes on Broadway Joel's channel and calls out everybody and says he wants to fight in order.
Say that again. He what?
No, I'm saying he put himself. He put himself in a situation where he kind of needs to show out every fight the way he talks. He talks very hard, and he comes on my channel. He goes on other channels, and he talks about this fight is easy, and he'll fight this guy. He calls out Lindorfo and Subriel and Boots. No, and I don't think he ever called out Boots. But my point is, he called out a bunch of guys. So when people say, "All right, you calling out all these names," Quentin Randall, although not a bad fighter, is none of the guys he's mentioning. They expect him better.
He fucked Brian Norman up a couple of rounds while he was sick. Mm-hmm. He ain't hurt. He ain't do none of that to Rohan. And there's not another Quentin Randall in the 147 division. So we don't have to deal with something like that. So whoever says that, oh, he looked bad against him, so maybe this happens against. No, there's not another Quentin Randall.
I'll talk about one guy a division above, and he fought on the same card. How would stylistically, obviously the different weight classes, so like weight and shit like that, we can't take too much into consideration. I just want you style wise. A guy like Xander Zayas, a guy who has good footwork, has good legs, knows how to use his defense. How would Rohan fare with a guy like that?
What are we talking about? 154 for?
All right. That's fair enough. Fair enough.
Read this super chat right here.
I was just gonna say
it's non-English speaking motherfucker right here.
Hold on, I got a super chat from J. Lou Lavos with a $5 super chat. Salute to you, brother. He goes, Hector, I fuck with you since Edwin Rodriguez. You the best. I know you trained Edwin Rodriguez.
I didn't. What the hell are you talking about? That's what I'm saying. Send another $5 and explain what the hell you just said. You're the vet. I don't understand what VES means.
He meant the best. He meant the best. Shout out to my man J. Lou Lavos. He's the plug. I got the Nobody 92 sends a $5 super chat. Says, Hector, what was your thoughts on all the Dominican fans that came out for Rohan and Yang? And did Top Rank mention anything to you about that? That's a great fucking question.
You guys got to do better.
What?
Yeah, you guys got to do better.
I did say next time is 2 sections. This time was 1. I did say next time is 2. So you actually
how many sections is there?
I don't know. I mean,
there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there something like that?
It's a good amount. This is 7. I have no idea. But my point is, Section 205 was undoubtedly, and I mean undoubtedly, clearly Dominican, 100%.
You have to do better, man. You have to do better because listen, how exciting is Rohan? Like, you can't get more exciting than someone like Rohan.
Yeah, but you got to remember, this is an off-TV fight, and no offense to Quentin Randall and Aaron Alameda, those guys ain't names. This is not for a championship belt or nothing like that. And the fact that with just that you sold out a whole section, that shows me that by the time he's fighting on TV, by the time he's fighting for a world title, by the time he's fighting somebody with somewhat of a name, he'll be able to main event and sell out the whole theater. It's just it's a process. It's a process. First time when he fought, what's his name? Lopez, there was a certain amount of Dominicans. Then after that, there was he fought Torres. There was a certain amount of Dominicans, and then this one it turned up every time. It keeps increasing, and now I'm telling you, next time is definitely 2 sections. I got J. Lou Lavos, who's coming back with a $10 super chat. Salute to the plug. He says, if not, you still the best, Hector.
It still don't make sense. What the fuck is J? What are you talking about, J. Lou? What the hell are you talking about?
J. Lou's my guy.
The more money he sends, the less sense he makes. Send $20 and let's see what.
Oh man, Hector's crazy. Yeah, but let me give you my assessment into Rohan performance, and I'm gonna be and I'm grading him on a curve only because he set the bar so high. So I understand you saying he aggressive. We come to see fights, and that he shouldn't be criticized and none of that. But at the end of the day,
he's being criticized by people like yourself that you're about to criticize, and that's behind the mic. Not people that really are in the gym. Because if you're in the gym, you would know how difficult someone like Quentin Randall is. The motherfucker have a reach, and he's negative at the same time. So people want him, you should jab more. This motherfucker's posting you across the ring and moving back, and you want to
see, but you
want to trap or no. You get in position, you try to cut the ring off, and you fuck his ass up, and you take his will. Exactly what Rohan did. Rohan imposed himself and beat the shit out of, beat the life out of him. Where he's a veteran, and he was good enough to make you believe that he wasn't in survival mode, which he was.
Well, listen, I just felt like he rushed his work a lot. I felt like he rushed his work. There was a lot of times where, he should have been a little bit patient. And then, yes, he should have used the jab. Now, you're mentioning him posting and he leaving his hand out, where there's ways where you could grab that hand, pull him in a little closer and use your jab. You could jab to the body. And there was many, many times he was on the ropes where he could have done more work.
His hand and pull him in.
My brother. When I go to the gym, I'll teach you. When I go to the gym, I'll teach you how to do it so you can implement it in your life.
You want him to be Joan Guzman? You want him to be Joan Guzman?
You acting like that's a bad thing. You had him in the corner for a reason.
Yeah, you want him to do Harlem Globetrotter shit? Like, you want him to do tricks. So you want us to practice. This is what we're going to do. When he posts it, I want you to grab his hand like you don't have another hand to punch you in the face while you're grabbing this hand. I want you to grab his hand, pull him in. Yo, lose said 99 cents, yo.
Yeah, he sends 99 cents. I appreciate the super chat.
No, and now he don't. He
he's just no words, no words.
he said, "Hey, Lou, you the man, yo. Hey,
Nah.
you the man. The more you said, the less you make sense. But you the guy, yo.
But would you agree, Rohan maybe rushed his work? Maybe
no, listen. I could go back and I could show you more things that Rohan probably did wrong than anybody could say.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can't write is the motherfucker's heart. Man, when do you know? Oh man, it's tough. It's tough to say without insulting people.
Yo, hold on, bro. Listen, I know I don't know as much about boxing.
No, I'm not saying insulting you. I'm just saying
okay.
like insulting other fighters.
Oh, okay.
But man, I wish we could just watch the fight. Because from the very beginning, Randall came to fight. He stood.
Yes, the first. I would say the first
stabbing.
3-4 rounds. Yeah.
Yeah, and Rohan had to beat the life out of him and show like, listen, I'm more man than you is right now. I'm standing my ground. I'm gonna fight you every step of the way. If you keep fighting, I'm gonna fight you. And he wasted a lot of energy doing that.
Who you saying, Rohan?
Yeah, Rohan wasted a lot of energy where Rohan could at least he could have disengaged and used some lateral traps or do some lateral movement and let homeboy take the center of the ring. But no, that's not his. He's there to represent a whole fucking country, right? He's there to represent his people. His people want to see a fight. He want his people to be proud of him. Like, nah, this version of this motherfucking Dominican that I got, he's coming to fight. He's coming to fight. He ain't coming to run. He ain't coming to be passive. He coming to impose his will on the motherfucker and see who's more macho. So and how the fuck people don't love that though?
I love it.
Like the crazy thing is like you wait. Oh, he didn't look bad. Especially a lot of the Puerto Ricans, they love saying that. Oh, he didn't look bad. He looked bad. He think he gonna. Motherfucker, you know what Quentin Randall would do to Matias? A little 140 Matias. You see how big Quentin Randall was?
Yeah, Quentin Randall. That's a big boy. Yeah, I mean, listen. What did you make of Rohan leaving his feet to close the distance?
It's very dangerous. Roy Jones used to do it his whole career. And when Roy Jones got knocked out, it wasn't because he left his feet. But Rohan leaves his feet. He know when to do it. He see motherfucker duck down low, he gonna get right over him and leave his feet and try to get him. But it's just like it's a dangerous move. He's calculating it. But what can you say? He come to fight, man. He come to kick the motherfucking door down and bust right in the front door.
Okay. I got Richard Pena who sends $2. I appreciate you, my brother. He goes, he wanted to put on the show.
When that nigga got out of jail?
Nah, that looks like he put his face on a muscular body, which is I don't know why you would do that, but that's what my man wanted to do. He sent a $2 super chat. I ain't gonna judge him. He says he wanted to put on a show for his people and took risk. You think that's an accurate assessment? He wanted to put on a show.
It's not like okay, I'm gonna take this risk for my fans. No, it's decided. It's long decided that he's Dominican. He's from fucking Guadalcanal City, and he's proud to be a Dominican, right? He's proud, very proud to be a Dominican. Mm-hmm. And I don't fault him for that. I'm Puerto Rican. I don't fault him for him talking this shit. Like, yo, he probably know more history of Puerto Rico, especially of Pedro Albizu Campo. My man, I got the shirt right here in my He probably know more fucking Puerto Rico history than a lot of motherfuckers that bash him for talking shit about Matias because he got to listen to me. Like this is all I use quotes of Pedro Albizu Campo. I use the struggle of what I use whatever I can to teach a motherfucker at any point that I have to go through. Even the Bible, I use the Bible. I use whatever I have to. And he know probably more Puerto Rican history and appreciate it more than the motherfuckers Matia fans talking shit about him.
The guy you got, Ocampo, El Maestro, he was the first Puerto Rican to graduate from Harvard, right?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Ocampo, yeah.
So I interviewed when I was back when I used to write for the Hunts Point Express in the Bronx. I wrote a story.
You one of those smart motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
You used to write for what?
I used to write for the Hunts Point Express in the Bronx. Yes.
Damn, you got some smarts with you. You're a nerd.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that because I know you mean it as a positive thing, so I'll take it. But yeah, I wrote circling back. There's a gym in the Bronx on Hunts Point. This is in the hood, by the way. This is and it's called El Maestro Boxing Gym or something like that. The owner is a former gang member. He opened it up. It's a free boxing gym. This is in the hood, and it's free as long as you from the neighborhood. You just go in and they accept donations. If you can only pay $20 this month, cool. If you can't pay nothing this month, cool. They just go off donations. And he has a picture of Pedro Visucampo, and it's called El Maestro Boxing Gym. And every Saturday he has Puerto Rican cultural teaching days, or at least when I wrote the story, he did. And part of it was teaching him who Ocampo was, and so you having his shirt reminded me of that. And I got to get that guy back on the channel because he's doing a really positive thing in the community, man. Really, really good guy.
I named my son after Pedro Visucampo, and trust me, Rohan knows him very well.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I got J. Lou La Voz. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says Polanco did better than a lot of people with a difficult fighter. The thing is, he got everybody used to knocking people out.
And he went for the knockout, right? He didn't knock him out, but he was going for the knockout. Listen, when you come to the table, I got 50% coming to the table. You got 50%, and let's fight. I put my 50% down. Where the other motherfucker didn't put his 50% down, then and you're gonna blame me for his 50%. I don't know if that went over people's head or what, but
no, I know you mean to make it. It takes two to tangle is basically what you're trying to say. But what I will say is, I would give if I was to grade his performance, I'll probably give it a B plus somewhere around there. It's definitely a passing grade. He rushed his work a little bit. I think he needs to know, like, hey, man, I got 10 rounds to work with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to rush in and leave my feet and do all this to possibly knock him out. And to respect a jab. And what I mean by that is I think the criticism with Rohan is Rohan's so in-depth with trying to get a knockout, he abandoned his jab early. And he needs to understand that a jab is a punch. A jab is hurting somebody. A jab to the body, yeah, it's not a left hook to the body, but you're taking steam out of a guy a little bit. A jab to the head, especially a power jab to the head, is a punch landed and accumulating. You discouraging the guy. You can probe with a jab, put the guy in position where you want him. You can, and now you bring it into play feints where you can feint a jab and throw a hook. You can feint the jab and see where he's reacting, where his hand positioning is. So I think him just being aware that one, a jab is a valuable punch, and two, a jab is something where accumulative can get you somewhere. It can get you positioning better. You can get data more from a jab than you can in any other punch. So I think he needs to focus a little bit more on not abandoning it so early.
I mean, should he work on? So there's many ways. You're definitely not wrong. Right? You're definitely not wrong. But there's ways where we could.
That's Juan de lo Mio, your boy.
I have a question for the
I'm not trying to talk to Juan and looking at a J, man. We gonna see you or we.
You want to call back later, Juan?
No, I just got a quick question. I got a question. Man. You got to honor my question, man. I put a lot in this movement. I put my money. I spend on tickets. I invest. I think my investment is worth asking me a question, man.
He's
That's all I
whispering.
ask for.
He
Can
might
you
be
hear
at
me?
work. He might be at work. I hear you.
You hear me? I think
Yeah.
I think I'm worthy of asking a question.
That-
Of course,
you
bro.
definitely-
Yo,
you
he just
definitely
fucking
worthy.
with you, bro. He just fucking with you.
You actually more than worthy. You're
No,
more worthy than the Rivera person talking about nosotros comemos historia geopolítica de Puerto Rico. So what? What the fuck is you talking about?
I don't know what the heck that guy was talking
He
about.
talking about school, going to school with geopolitics. Shut your ass. This is a boxing podcast, moron. Go ahead, my guy.
Yeah.
Good with it.
You know, I noticed when Rohan was fighting Quentin that he changed the cadence of his shots and was shooting his shots straight down the middle. And he was successful with those shots. Not the shots that were looping, but then he went away from that a little bit towards the end of the fight. Did you notice that?
Yeah, he could have. He definitely. So there's like a double-edged sword. I hate keep had to defend him because you guys is not wrong. He could have did that. He could have. Then you're gambling because in hindsight, you know, when we're looking at it, hindsight, oh shit, you could have did this, you could have did that. But when it's live, he went to the body. He used his jab some. He controlled the tempo of the fight. Now it's time to knock this motherfucker head off. Oh shit. It ain't time to knock his head off. I should use the jab more, but keep going to the body more. It's like now, in hindsight, it was like, oh, you probably should have did that a couple more rounds and then try to take his head off. But we thought the time was now. So, and then what Rohan got a fucking big ass head, a big ass nose, big ass neck. The motherfucker take a punch. He got hit right straight. He got hit right straight in the face, and he was like, "Oh, he can't hurt me."
Yeah.
And
Randall's not. To be fair, Randall's not a big puncher.
Okay, but everybody can punch.
Everybody can punch.
Body, and those fucking 8-ounce gloves. If you're not a knockout puncher, but you still got two hands, and he's a big guy.
What I did notice when he was doing that, you know, jabbing, throwing his shots more from the middle with a slower cadence than cocking the shots. I did notice that he was more hittable. I don't know if you could talk about that a bit. He was more hittable from that position.
Rohan?
Yeah, when he was there shooting his, a quick jab, a quick right hand, at a different speed. I noticed that he was a little bit more hittable than when he was coming in and out, darting in. Obviously, but it was a dominant performance. I don't think no one ever made Randall look like that.
But we're talking about this, and he didn't lose a round.
He didn't lose a round, yeah.
Like, we're talking about like he should have did this, he should have did that. He got caught here, The motherfucker's a dog. The bell rang. He stepped forward, and he wants to fight.
Norman Sr. I think he was smoking some crack, man, that day because he said the fight was. He said Rohan lost the fight. I'm like, what? That guy must be.
Nice.
He was really biased.
I gotta get him back on the show. If he said that.
Norman Sr. You was there with him at the Boxing Voice.
Oh, when I was talking to him,
he said, "I can't possibly believe that."
Oh, he said that on the Boxing Voice. I must have missed that one.
Yeah,
he was talking to me.
He was talking to Bermudez. And Bermudez was like, what? Nah. I respect your opinion, but today you just like.
I know, I don't respect his opinion.
Not no more, not after that one.
He's crazy. He's a nutcase. He's a unicorn. He's in the land full of horses.
By himself.
He's a unicorn with his opinion. His
opinion
is very, very it's an alternative fact.
And even Ness was impressed with the win. And Ness was very skeptical about how he was going to look against Randall. And he said, man, the fight was dominant. I think you could argue he won every round. And if you want to give him, he lost one or two. You got to find it real hard that round to give him. It was dominant, man. Un placer, mi gente.
Well, my case in all of this is that none of you guys are trainers. No one here is a trainer. No one here is a judge. You're coming to get entertained. You're coming as a fan to get entertained. sit back and let this motherfucker entertain you because he's the only one that's been really entertaining you every time he's on the card.
That's true. That's true.
He hasn't had one bad one yet.
Let's talk about this though, right? Let's go to the when he fought Tariq Diani. Chase him out the ring and dropped him, put him to
drop him twice,
right?
With a guy that's running away. And I think his knockout ratio doesn't show how much of a punch.
Delomio, listen to what I'm saying and talk to me about it, because you have that info, man.
No, it's true. I'm looking at his knockout. His knockout ratio is not indicative of the power, because a lot of those guys really ran. And like the Zaire fight, they could have stopped that fight because he was killing them in that last round.
Yeah,
and then at the end, the referee said, "Yo, I let you
take a lot of punishment."
No, I let you. Like he wanted the ref wanted credit. Like, yo, I let you go the distance because I could have stopped it.
For real, he was getting killed.
He was telling Tariq that. I was like, shit, why you should have stopped it? What the fuck?
Yeah, you trying
a moral victory for him.
Moral victory for somebody's getting flush in the face. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then we go back to Luis.
There's another guy that he was knocking out. Yeah, killing them crazy. Oh,
right. What card was that? That was in Florida, right?
That was in
Florida, man.
That was the Teofimo and Claggett fight, which was a snoozer.
You guys almost killed that guy, man.
So once again, Rohan was the most exciting on there.
I don't know about that one. I don't know. I think Yan Santana versus Valdez was a fucking war. Now you want to say who looked the best? Okay,
Rohan
that's
looked
fine.
The best. Yeah.
But if you want to say who was the most exciting that day,
no, the fight was exciting.
That fight was exciting, man. I don't know, man. I think I'm.
Rohan came and did what he had to do to them.
No, yeah, he blew the guy out, outclassed him, beat the shit out of him.
My point is, he wasn't boring.
No,
right?
hell no.
It was very exciting, right?
Caesar Francis.
What was after that? Oh, the Caesar Francis was before.
That was before.
Unbelievable. We talking about Caesar Francis. Who was the main event on that?
Caesar Francis. I got you right now. The main event was it? I don't know who would be the main event. Was it Sanicia Estrada or Andres Cortez versus Xavier Martinez?
Yeah, fly fight. So, yeah, people left. I remember that. He was the most exciting on the card.
Yeah.
Right? And after that, who would he fight? Keith Hunter. He was the most exciting on that card.
Mm-hmm.
Come forward, beat the shit out the guy. Then the guy started fucking hitting the ref and going crazy.
And you missed the Giancarlo Torres when he just blew them out of the water in 2 rounds.
Damn, that one. That one was crazy because the guy was 25-1. You know, I'm not gonna say he's a world beater, but we're
missing a lot before that.
No.
The Marcelino fight.
I'm gonna go in order. All right, after Keith Hunter was the Zina fight, Tariq Zina.
We talked about that.
Then after that was Ramos. Then after Ramos was Lopez in Manhattan.
Never been knocked out. Lopez was like 37 wins, 4 losses, never been knocked out, never been dropped, and he made him quit right in the corner.
Yeah. He dropped him like, what is it, 3-4 times or something like that. And then after that was the Torres fight. And I wanted to stop at the Torres fight because, he really fucked Torres up. Like, it was Torres stood no chance. I don't know. Torres just looked
top
very
10. He was 10 guy. It looked like he didn't belong here. He didn't look like he belonged
top
there.
10 guy. Let's take it forward. Let's take it further. Top 10 guy, right? Only 1 loss, and a guy who had been signed. A guy who had been signed to Mayweather Promotions in the past. He wasn't with them anymore. But my point is, Mayweather is signing you. He sees something in you. You ain't getting signed because you whack. So, and then it just looked like he wasn't even. It looked like they just found the dishwasher and just threw gloves on him. He just beat the fuck out of him. I don't even remember him landing a punch. Like it was bad to beat him.
It was bad. It was a bad beating. Yeah. And to have not a guy, to not have a guy like that on primetime television after all those performances is kind of crazy to me.
I I got Wilson Ramirez who says 75 de la pelea es el jab. Haney will beat Polanco easy. Polanco lacks defense. Wilson Ramirez.
Ese tigre un hater. You think Haney? I would never put my money on Haney.
I could understand. I could understand. He say he lacks a jab, but to say he lacks defense,
that's crazy.
You gotta watch him again, Ramirez.
Yeah, he took a couple punches in his last fight, but I wouldn't say he lacks defense.
Hector, how does it feel to have Polanco ranked so high in Ring Magazine? He could potentially be in a turkey car one of these days if he keeps it up.
I honestly, I'm a purist, man. I don't care about the turkey. I don't care about no politics. I care about Polanco being in that ring and displaying his talent. If someone like this guy think Haney would beat him, my guy, Polanco have always found a way. Polanco he's been his whole career just been cutting the ring off on people and finding ways to corner them. You don't think he don't know how to cut the ring off by now? He's fighting
he's been chasing people. That's what he's been doing, chasing people. Yeah. The last 10 fights. It looks like he's chasing all the time.
So you don't think he'll cut down Haney when he was able to cut down Quentin Randall?
I mean, Haney does have quick feet. I will say that, but
yeah, and he got quick hands and he got a good jab. But
against who? Against slower fighters?
When the calm comes, he will be ready for it. And it's good that people think whatever they think. You know, Ramirez, he got his own opinion. He's a unicorn.
Bermudez, what I like to say is that Haney has been matched very well on the come up. He was already fighting on a division where he was real big for that division, which is 135.
And the crazy is Polanco's gonna go far with Haney if they want him to.
Wait, hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. That was mentioned that's a possibility. Rohan said he heard about it. He hasn't confirmed, but he's willing to. Have people reached out to you, and how do you feel about him possibly going as a sparring partner for a possible future opponent?
Yeah, Polanco don't know anything. He's oblivious to, and I say this in a way where, like, when you start off a little kid in a play where they're accustomed to being in front of people, reciting their poems or reciting whatever, they get accustomed to people looking at them. They don't get stage fright. One of the biggest fears of people is people talking in front of a large crowd. People fear that. But if you start out a little kid doing that, they're not going to fear when it comes, time to do it in a college exam or whatever. Polanco is the same way. Polanco don't know that. Hey, listen, this is sparring. He's vicious. He's mean. The belt, I doubt that he will finish that camp sparring because he don't know. He's not going to go down there and be like, hey, do this, do that, do this. The bell gonna ring and he's gonna try to take your head off.
Will you recommend him to take that sparring, being that that could be a potential matchup?
Yeah, I don't care about that. They don't have the IQ. I don't think no one has the IQ that Polanco has or that his team has.
So you think if he does end up going, it's gonna be a short trip. They're gonna send him back. Like, yeah, a little too much for us to send him back.
Yeah, because he's rough. Polanco's rough, and trust me, if he's boxing Polanco and Polanco can't corner him, he's gonna start leaping in and trying to blast you the fuck out of there. He's not. Man, he just doesn't. He just don't know any better. He don't know to play by the rules and be cool. Once that bell ring, see how he's
aggressive for sure.
He's the nicest guy in the world when you talk to him outside the ring. But it's just like it's so much pressure on him from his family. He used to go to the fucking boxing gym with no shoes on. So very, very humble beginnings. So he has that. He's not trying to go back there. He got his mother, he got his kids, he got his family, right? He's the sole breadwinner of the family. Right?
Wow.
So now he's representing the whole country. He got fucking Joel putting pressure on him with all these Dominican fans and shit. So this is what I'm saying. So he's and he appreciated that in a sense where like, yo, I'm not just doing this for me. So now when you do that day in and day out, it's not that you're actually mean. It's that you're just trying to win fucking every second of this fight. You know, so he's trying to blast you the fuck out of it. He's kicking the door down. He's coming in.
And he sleeps in the gym. That's even better, bro.
No, and I never heard him complain about it either, man. I never heard him like, yo,
want more freedom.
Yeah, like, damn, man, I don't like it here. I need my own apartment. He's just like, whatever, man. This is what I'm doing. And sometimes
he's investing into real estate, and he just, you know, he got some real estate that he's working on over here in the States. He's already finished the real estate that he got in DR. So I want him to be like cash broke, and I want every single cent that he got to just keep investing all his.
Have you been working on his credit?
Yeah, he got the motherfucker got 700, I think 760.
You see what I mean?
Damn.
You see what I mean when you're with the right people?
Nah, yeah.
I mean? And the right people around you?
No, and not only that, we always joke on this channel, but everybody knows his jokes. People always say, Hector. I mean, what's his name? Rohan comes on here, says Hector's expensive and he's the most expensive trainer. No, that we know, and I like to join in on the jokes too because it's funny. But look at what you're getting back. Hold on.
It's true though.
No, it's true. But look at what you're getting back. You're getting a guy who not only, I don't know what's the situation with providing the apartment, but is providing you with, helping you out with getting investments, getting your credit right, putting you in position. In other ways, is doing the cuts too. So you're not paying a cut man. So that's also somebody you was going to pay already. You just might as well give the money to your mans as opposed to your mans and somebody else.
If I could give $1 to every boxer that I told, work on your credit, I'm telling you, God knows.
No, but also Rohan never ever gave me my percentage. He never gave me what I charge. Not one time. He always gave me more.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So not only I'm expensive, he gives me more than
he appreciates your value. Because you're teaching them life lessons. You're teaching them a lot of things, man. And people sometimes
es un ladrón también, because fucking it always goes back to him some way, somehow.
Hey, man, but like I was saying, man, people can complain, somebody's expensive. And I know he's not complaining, believe me. I know he's just joking. But in general, anything could be expensive. A Mercedes-Benz is expensive, but you getting a certain kind of look and a certain kind of drive that you not when you get a Toyota. So, hey.
So the thing with me is that I had a couple world champions from Dominican Republic, and I just don't like. I don't like the position that they're in. They should be very well off. And I learned the Dominican culture. And this one is not gonna go through my hands, and he's gonna not, I'm not gonna let him waste his money. I stay out of people's business before, but I'm very.
This is like your baby, though. This is like your baby. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, no, he's like my son. He lives with me. I basically raised him. When he goes back home and he talks to his mother like calls me like, yo, this kid he's becoming a man. He's not the same kid that left us.
Wow.
That's good. I mean, he spoke about it on the channel, so I'm not letting off private conversation. His father died at a young age, so he never had a man in the house guiding him, teaching him, working with him. Sure, he had his trainer who was a father figure, El Barón. Not that Barón, another Barón, but now he moved to the United States and he has another man who's guiding him and teaching him, and he's learning from him. So that's good to see someone who maybe lacked a father figure when he was younger is getting that now that he's older.
Hey, Mr.
And hold on, before I'll let you go. But let me say this. And a lot of people say how arrogant he is and how cocky he is and how he needs to be humble. Yo, You know how humble you gotta be for you to be charging 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, whatever he charges to put on his trunks, and you put Broadway Joel on there for free just off the love. You know how humble you gotta be.
Don't say that too much, man.
No, it's a,
Let me tell you his mind. He is a spot on his trunk that you had to pay 5,000 for, right? The person paid the 5,000, and then it said, "I'm also buying 10 ringside tickets."
Dang.
shout out to that guy.
And then he told the guy, "Oh, since you're buying that, let me just don't worry about it." And I'm sitting there on the other side of the phone. I'm like,
What?
what are you talking about? Don't worry about it. No, the man, if he got that, the man,
He got money.
the man, so he put it on there for free just because he bought the ticket. And he's not even getting nothing from the ticket. It was like, you're not allowed to negotiate this thing.
Yeah. He a little too nice. Just
Yeah.
you only negotiate like that with Broadway. Everybody else, you know.
But there is so when we're film studying, right? This is very important to know. When we're film studying,
Yeah.
he see the technique and the mechanics of the technique, right? He know like Thomas Blumenfeld is poetry in motion the way he boxes. There's another kid here that's a fighter, right? And then when everybody's like trying to emulate that same flow, now when he sees someone like Matias that has absolutely no technique at all, he's just coming in a wild man eating punches. At any given moment in time, this guy could be knocked out. This guy, okay, he could probably be Puello. He could be elite fighters, and then one day he'll fight a complete nobody, and because of the lack of defense, that person will put him to sleep. So this is what Rohan sees. So the Puerto Ricans get mad at him when he speaks like, "Yo, el tipo es fácil, fácil, el tipo es fácil." Like he's a student of the game. He's a student of boxing. Right? He studied the science of boxing. So that's not how you fight. That's not how you're supposed to fight. So now when he's talking about that, he's seeing that Puello is a better technical fighter. He's just his body build is not allowing him to keep this dude off, and he don't have the pop. He don't have the strength to keep this dude. Rohan does. Rohan got the arm leverage to fight on the inside with power. Rohan know what he's talking about. I know a lot of Puerto Ricans hate on him because he talk about Matias, but
hey, I got a question. Hector, are you concerned? Are you concerned with the little layaway that Top Rank might have with their TV network deal? Being on Top Rank, being that Rohan might be out the ring for 6 months, 4, however it takes.
they got it blocked by contract. We got contract. You can't be out the ring for 6 months. He got to fight again this year.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I'm glad Rohan was on the last card of the year because I know you're saying he'll be in the ring again this year. But if he didn't go back in the ring, I would be okay because he already had 3 fights. You know, he was at one point he was nursing a hand injury. Maybe 4, 5, 6 months off won't be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think he's in a good position whether he fights this year or not.
I got a 4-fight deal for this year.
Actually, I spoke. So I think I was listening to somebody. I did some stupid shit. I listened to somebody. Somebody threw a name at me, and just by the name, I was like, "Oh, Jose Cepeda? Oh, that'd be a good name to have." And then I sent it to the manager, and they sent it to the matchmakers. And then the matchmaker was like, "This guy got fucking Rohan will kill this guy with." So I started thinking like, "Dang, yeah, it's probably a messed up name to throw because the guy won't really have too much punch resistance at this time." But they would give shit like that to Zayas, right? Look at Zayas' trajectory, right? If Zayas gonna probably fight this fight with somebody that they moved up with Centillion, right, Giovanni, and then he's gonna probably give up the title to then fight for another vacant title at 160. And it's like you'll feed somebody like that, right? But you can't feed Rohan Polanco, Jose Zepeda.
He is a lot younger than Rohan, so I think they're moving a little bit more careful with him. And he also, I think, I'll be honest with you, I think they rate Rohan higher, so they expect him to take a little bit more tougher fights.
Yeah, but some matchups I like for them to make Rohan look like a star.
No, what's going on is that he's a Dominican, and they keep thinking Dominicans is not selling. So every time you go in the ring, you've really got to fight somebody so you can pull people
in.
I mean, hey, listen, that narrative is going to slowly change because
we got to do better. Even though he got more fans than
Goodman explained it on an interview that Joel did. Did you see that interview? Did you see that interview that Joel did with Goodman where he explained
Brad Goodman, where
he explained?
I quote that I tell when I was on the Boxing Voice and on the Hangout spot, I go to that interview. I tell everybody to watch Broadway Joel's interview with Brad Goodman. Brad Goodman is giving you the game. He's telling you that fucking Rohan don't say no to anybody.
And he's having a hard time.
And we don't negotiate money, though. The biggest part is that people got to understand we don't negotiate money. We take whatever money you want to give it to us, and we're not in this for no money. And this is
don't say that too loud. Don't say that too loud.
No, we're not. I want this kid to be a world champion. He's okay. It's not about how much this is what I tell him. It's not what you make, how much you make. It's what you do with what you do with what you make. So if a motherfucker get $100 and he don't know how to invest that $100, and you get $10 and you invest in the $10, you're gonna be well off. So it's not. Don't worry about. I always tell him that. Don't worry about how much you making. Who gives a fuck? I don't care about that. I need him to be a world champion. That's what I need. I need him to be a world champion, and that's the goal. Money's not the goal. Money's gonna come regardless.
I just wish he was going a different route, man, because looks like this WBO title is going to be tied up for a bit, and the fact that he's not moving up as fast as I think he should in the rankings is a bit concerning.
Did the new rankings come out?
I don't think so, but I'm just saying in general, I feel like he should have been higher anyways. So.
It's that money, Joel. Turkey offered a lot of money for that Haney fight, so
no, I'm okay with Haney being ranked ahead of him, and I'm okay with Rocha being ranked ahead of him. But after that, man, like I'm not okay with anybody else being ranked ahead of him. Yeah, now they haven't updated the rankings to answer your question.
Top Rank's gonna have to put them on.
I think they're remember, Rohan don't say no to no one. So I think Rashidi Ellis will probably be next. Someone like that.
Goodman said that they spoke to him and they never spoke back.
Hold on. I got Javier who sends $5. Salute to you, my brother. He says Liam Power move to 147. You can show a certain person how it's done. Oh man, what do you think of that fight? Liam Paro versus Rohan Polanco. This is a guy with experience. This is a guy with experience. This is a former world champion. This is a good fighter. Liam Power is a good fighter.
He's gonna win $1 million to fight Polanco.
What do you think of that fight? Possibly.
Listen, I don't. I was at a point where I used to navigate fights. I don't do that no more. But I got other fighters. This is why I'm what you call a trainer, a boxing trainer. There's a lot of people that masquerade themselves as trainers, right? I take full responsibilities for my guys. So I need my mind to be free to pick these guys' opponents when they need to be picked. Rohan, I don't have to hold Rohan's hand. We fight anybody. If that's the guy that's next, just make it make sense, right? Make it, because we're not stupid either. Just because we fight anybody for whatever money, it had to make sense. If you're in the top 5 or wherever, like, make it a title eliminator. Like nobody else is fighting people in the top 10 and the top 12 and in the top 10 again is like
Nobody.
who else is doing this but Rohan? But Rohan is still number 7.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
and I asked the president when we was in the ring. I asked the president. I said, "Yo, can we get to number 2 after this race?" Like, yeah, it's like winning the lotto.
Wow.
And it's like,
That's
man,
crazy.
I was like, well, there's people on there that, what, did they win the lotto?
Yeah, they've been giving them the lotto.
You got people on there who haven't fought in 14 months or.
That's crazy. You got to pay for those positions. But the more that you know how that goes, you got to pay for those positions. Just like Eddie Hearn says in an interview, I pay for Hitchens, Hitchens for those positions, for those opponents. I pay for those positions. He said it just like that in an interview. And I showed it to Joel. Just like that. So Sovereign's going to have to pay for those positions.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I think they have a really good rapport with them anyways, right?
Yeah, look at Turkey probably.
I don't know, man. The WBC route don't sound bad to me. He's already ranked number 11. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got to be like Rolly to fill up a stadium to go up and get a title.
Yo, bro, the two guys that get so much opportunities that I honestly think they may have nude pictures on somebody. Yo, it's Rolly Romero, who's not a draw. People try to tell me, yeah, but you know, he knows a lot of people. By the way, Oscar Duarte just beat Kenneth Sims by decision in a fucking war. I've been watching it while doing the interview.
Oh wow,
yeah.
But got the decision. My shit must be running a little.
Yeah. You know, I actually pay for the zone. I'm not streaming. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. So I actually won the hell of a parlay from this fight.
Oh yeah, you picked Duarte?
I picked Duarte by decision, and I picked Regis by decision.
Oh man, so you want a couple?
Yo, I would love to see Duarte against Elvis. That would be a nice fight. That would be a real nice fight. What you think of that?
Now listen, you're the voice of Dominican boxing, so you pick Elvis. You rather see that's who you want to see Duarte fight next, Elvis.
Who would you want to see him fight?
Elvis just lost to Lindolfo.
We can't get no names right now.
I'd rather see.
Hold on, Duarte's a name. Duarte was just fighting in
He's being pushed by a big promoter.
No, hold on. Duarte just fought in Sim's hometown. That's how much of a draw he is. Like, come on.
It's a good move by De La Hoya because there's crazy Mexicans there in Chicago.
A lot of Mexicans.
Yo, bro, just because there's Mexicans in Chicago don't mean they went and fucking bought tickets to go support this guy. Let's not stretch it.
Look at the crowd. There's nothing but the sombrero.
John Carlos Torres was Puerto Rican and he ain't sold that many tickets in New York. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but Duarte's being pushed by a major promoter, Joel.
All right, man. So y'all don't think that's a good fight? He
should fight Lindolfo. Edwin Rodriguez had his chance and he blew it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Damn, that sucks, man. I
think really, kind of blew
what
it
sucks. I see you guys say blew it, right? What I think is so unfortunate is that he actually won the fucking fight, in my opinion. And I'm not just being biased. I genuinely thought he won the fight, and he dropped him, and they didn't count the knockdown.
But Hector said you gotta go take it. That's what I like about Hector.
What I'm saying is, like, history tells you that you don't win the fight like that. And I think if it was fair and it was just like how when Danielito Zorrilla fought Regis Prograis, we won. If you really judge this, we won it. But you don't win fights like that. Like Jermaine Ortiz fighting Teofimo. You don't win fights like that.
Hold on. I think that's a bad example because he wasn't running like that. He wasn't running like Elvis.
Oh, I thought you said Jermaine. Yeah.
No. What I'm saying, that's not gonna fair comparison.
No, but it was close, and you had the ability to fucking close. How you hurt the man and you backing up? The man in front of you hurt and you waiting to counter punch him.
Yeah, I've said it multiple times.
The guy doesn't throw enough punches.
Like this is what I'm saying. Rohan would have sold his whole soul to get to you if he sees you hurt. Like he's knocking the door down. He knows he's not jabbing. He's gonna throw that Polanco punch, and he gonna go crazy. Hit you with elbow, whatever he got to do. He's gonna get in.
You know the beauty about what you're saying, Hector, is that Joel has said that, and a lot of people have said that here on this channel, that this guy, for some reason, when he's fighting the competition, he doesn't take. For some reason, he doesn't take. He let Joseph Adorno, that moved up in weight, hang with him at 140.
No, the thing is with Elvis. The thing is with Elvis, he needs everything to be perfect for him to be first. He needs you to be perfectly. He needs your head right there. So that's why his punching percentage is really, really high. Like I don't know what if we comparing it to other fighters where it ranks, but I would bet a lot of money that he's in the top 5 in all of boxing as far as his connecting percentage, because he waits for everything to be perfect for him to open up, or he waits to counter punch. But in boxing, you got to learn how to make your own offense, bro. Not everything is going to be perfect, and not every opportunity can you counter punch. And that's why I suggested a trainer change. Another thing, he throws everything with all his might, which is why another thing, I think he doesn't throw enough punches because he doesn't want to tire himself out. I think he needs to learn how to pace himself. I think he needs to open up a little bit more.
He doesn't have a killer instinct to me. He doesn't have a killer instinct.
He really does.
Kill.
He does. He just don't know. Let's say I really don't know. But what I do know is that he's a monster puncher. He's very, very talented. And it's just like sometimes it's just like like switching the light switch. If you get him to understand exactly what he needs to do, and then practice that, the man will from one day to the next will become that much better. And I just believe that he's not being taught. He's not being taught properly because he has the tools. He has it. He's just like, it's hard. It's scary. It's scary to go forward when you really don't know how and you don't have the defense for it.
Look, and I'll say this, Elvis is not in a bad position. If we look here in the IBF rankings, he's ranked number 8, but we got to look at it. Kenneth Sims is ahead of him. He just lost. Dalton Smith is fighting Subriel, so he's going the WBC route. Lindolfo Delgado's at 4, who just beat him, but that's fine. And then number 3, this guy's moving up. So I can see, since number 2 and number 1, I could see either Lindolfo versus Valenzuela or Lindolfo, believe it or not, again against Elvis for a final eliminator if they go to IBF route. So this is, he may not be in such bad position as y'all think. The only thing I will say is it's unfortunate he's with Top Rank, and I say unfortunate because they don't have a TV right now. So getting that fight with him as somebody else as an eliminator, especially if it's in house, is going to be difficult because where they're going to put the fight, where they're going to put the fight.
You could be in those rankings for 10 years, Joel. If a big promoter doesn't put money behind you, you're not going to get the matchup. Or they think that you're a sorry guy and they could take you as a voluntary guy. Ain't nobody taking Elvis as a volunteer matchup.
It would be a final eliminator in that case. And you have the story of a rematch, so there's some promotability there. Like, it's something to grab onto.
I think there's a lot of Eastern European people that will put money behind their fighter to climb up the IBF. There's no big money behind Elvis right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But I do think that Top Rank is in position to put him in position. But damn, after that, right after Elvis, hold on, I didn't even realize that. Let's look deeper into these rankings in the IBF. Hold on one second, I'm gonna put it up right here. So after Elvis is Jose Ramirez, who again he also just announced he's moving up. And then you got 2 Dominicans back to back. At number 10, you got Jermaine Ortiz. Number 11, you got Michelle Rivera. So these are all possible fights where they can move up these rankings pretty quick. I don't think that the guy who's the champion is the best matchup for Elvis. But point is, hey man, at this point you got to take what you can get. You know, is he ranked in the WBC? He's not ranked in the WBC. He's not ranked in the IBF. He's not ranked in the WBO. So the only one he's ranked in, he's actually ranked at a top 10 position. I don't know, man. I don't think things can get interesting if he decides to go that route. But I will say IBF does have a rehydration clause, and he is somebody who blows up pretty big, you know, after a fight. So I don't know how that.
For instance, look at Ojo Alfredo Lugo. He's got the #1 spot to fight Teofimo, and I bet you he's not gonna get that fight. There's no money behind him.
Yeah, I think he'll probably get it because Teofimo beat him.
Yeah, he'll get it. There's no big money fight
that he could beat.
The Nobody 92 sends $5. Salute to you, my brother. He says, Hector, I see Miguel Arias fighting in New Jersey in September. How is he looking, and what fighter does he remind you of? That's a good question. You always asking good question, my man Larry.
Yeah, he's fighting in September. He has talent. I don't know who he will remind me of.
But how's he looking in the gym? He's also asking.
So I want to train it that I hardly ever hit mitts. And I hit mitts with him for the first time the other day. And when one round, I said, I ain't doing this. That motherfucker hit too hard. I was like, I ain't about to do this. Like, go on the bag. We ain't. That shit is crazy. That motherfucker could crack.
Okay, that's exciting to hear. He's a 154 pounder, right?
He's fighting at 160. I think if I could get him to make 54, which
he's Cuban, right?
I should be able to do it. Like Dominican.
Okay.
Yeah, he looked like he about that. It just his frame, he looked like a 54.
Yeah, the motherfucker eating rice with motherfucking noodles. Like fucking, you can make 54.
He was on the national team, Joel.
I don't think he ever traveled outside of the team, but he was part of the Army del Ejército boxing team, and he was in La Selección all the time. But I don't think he ever traveled like internationally, like how Rohan and Elvis and Hector Luis Garcia did.
You got to know the right people. You heard what Edwin said.
Man, yo, when I heard the story of Alfredo Santiago, man, it broke my heart. He said he used to always beat everybody. He said he beat Hector Luis Garcia, he beat Elvis Rodriguez, he beat all those guys. And when when they would come down to, all right, who we sending to this tournament, they would send Hector Luis Garcia over him, even though he kept beating. I think he beat him 3 times. And then I asked other boxers to confirm, because anybody could tell you anything, and then they go, nah, man, this is what really happened. They all confirm his story. They're like, you know what? He's saying the truth. And they took him to one trip to Puerto Rico. He said, you know what? I think I'm going to just stay here. I think the favoritism is crazy. And he left. So it's unfortunate that that's his situation. But yeah, there's a lot of politics in that, Olympic team game, man. There's a lot of politics that I didn't know. There's also somebody's father was one of the trainers there. He would make sure his son would travel. It's like, I actually have some experience with that. I remember when I used to play football, I played the same position as the coach's son. And I was like way better than him. And the coach was like, yeah, nah, you could go on the bench. My son gonna play. I'm like, people on the team used to come up to me like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, I don't know. I'm doing my thing in practice. I think I'm good enough to play, but I'm not the coach.
You're not the coach's son.
Oh, yeah. I'm not the coach's son. Yeah, that's probably the better way of putting it. I'm not the coach's son. I think I'm better, but hey, what do you want me to do?
So Ramirez 555. We're gonna work on that jab, man. We're gonna make him go on the bag and throw 10,000 jabs for you. So when he goes out next time, he can jab.
Yeah, he upset. He also don't like that Rashidi fight. He said, "Heck no, Rashidi gonna run and box." He don't like that fight for Rohan.
And by the time the fight comes, we'll know how to jab. So we'll be all right. We'll cut the ring off and jab him 10,000 times.
There you go. There you go.
So yeah.
Yeah, nah, but yo,
he doesn't say no. So if that's who's next, that's who's next. Plus,
yeah,
I got the superpower. I got his sparrings with him.
Have you heard any whispers about where Top Rank might be going? I'm hearing multiple TV deals or something like that with different networks.
No.
Yeah. Yoel is yawning and Yoel's eyes are glassy. So now this is what Yoel's gonna say. Hey, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate your time.
I do have to work in the morning, but I'm gonna let you answer the question. But yeah, that is where I was going, man.
He knows when Joel can tap it out.
He always blame it on somebody else. Like, yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Like, yeah.
But the question was, have you heard anything as far as where Top Rank is gonna go?
No. It's what I asked a guy that works there, that was giving like the per diem money and stuff out, and I was like, yo, where y'all going? Oh, he was like, oh yeah, so we might go to Netflix and we might go to the Zone, we might go to Amazon. I'm like, what you just said? You ain't say nothing.
You ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing. Yeah, you ain't saying nothing. Hold on, I got Xavier asking. Shout out to you. He says, Joel, did you ask about how Jermaine looked in sparring or no? Yeah, he's asking. Yeah, so Jermaine was sparring our guy El Gallo Gonzalez. How did he look?
How he saw that? Oh, he must follow on Instagram or something.
Yeah, you posted a picture of them sparring, or like a short clip of them moving.
Creeps on here that be knowing shit, man.
Yeah, man. What you think? There's an educated crowd I got here, man. So
listen, the best bet to make on that is Jermaine. I would say Jermaine by decision it's like almost a lock. Because he's Jermaine fucking his engine is crazy.
He every time I see him, that man is in crazy shape. I'll say that. I saw him at the fight. He was there. I gave him a pound and all that. And man, the guy looked super strong and in shape. So I'll say that. Steve Claggett, he's fighting Steve Claggett for those who don't know. He's the same guy who gave Teofimo trouble. I'll be honest with you. I ain't scored the fight. But I remember thinking at the end of this fight, like, yo, who won? I wasn't scoring. And people were like, oh, no, clearly Teo won. I'm like, oh, okay. I wasn't scoring, so I'm not going to debate. But I remember feeling like, yo, Claggett gave Teofimo some work. Yeah. Nah, but
he just dropped off. He don't say bye, nothing. Motherfucker just get off the.
Yeah, I don't know. People that Jan Santana did that to me the other day. I had all these Dominican boxes on. He took that right opportunity to just dip out. Whoop. He didn't even say bye, nothing, no text.
Yeah, I do that with my man. It was Delo Mio, man. It was crazy.
That was wild, son.
He was whispering, so he might have been in trouble.
Nah, I think he was. I don't want to get him in trouble, but I think he was at work. So he might have had to dip out real quick. But speaking of work,
I know you got to go. I'm gonna finish with this. Mm-hmm. Rohan's not really trying to prove anything to anybody. He is focused on himself. This is for the people on the chat, especially that one that was.
Me voy a despedir. Bye, Hector. I'm sorry, Hector. Hector.
That was crazy. You dipped out the way. That was crazy.
No, I'm leaving the top dogs on top, man. I'm the type of guy to
at least just say, yo, guys, have a good night. I'm about to go to sleep, or I gotta go to work, or I gotta
what's crazy? All the Thanksgiving parties and Christmas, they'd be like, yo, where Juan is upstairs sleeping.
That's how my father is. Yo, my father dip out quick. Yo, if you counting on my father as a ride, you better have him on eye level the whole time. My pops, when he wants to leave, he just gets up and go.
Get up out of there.
He was like, no, pero tú no estabas ahí. Tú viste que yo me paré. I'm like, yo, Pops, but you got to tell me. I was in the bathroom. I got an Uber now.
Iba calladito. Para que no me den diligencia, para que no me den trabajo.
Yeah.
Yo,
No.
take such and such home.
No,
I'm out of
I
it.
gotta convince you to stay. Nah, bro, come on, man.
Exactly. That's what.
That's what I really don't like. I'll be like, yo, bro, if I say I'm leaving, stop all this convincing shit.
Pero espérate que ahí viene el dessert, ahí viene el bizcocho.
Mira, Héctor Bermúdez, yo me quiero acostar y Héctor Bermúdez no me deja.
No, que esto
I
no trabaja.
was trying to close out because I wanted to mention something about Rohan because I had to check Rohan on something. He's obsessed. I need him to be obsessed with how he is, and like the wrong comments would get to him, and he's like he just don't understand because he's upset. He's obsessed of becoming like the best version of himself, and he's trying to entertain his Dominican people, right? But he also take things to heart when he's reading the comments, and which is the wrong thing to do.
Oh yeah, those things are coming.
Yeah, and I told him it's a blessing for you to have haters, because God put you in a position that you're gonna be well known and people is gonna hate on. But they just ain't hating on just anybody. They hate on motherfuckers that are good, that are
good. Exactly.
Mhm.
You gave them the best advice. The best advice. They don't hate on bums.
Nah. You know what it is, and I'll speak to this from because to a much smaller degree, I'm a public figure. Especially when you're a real person, when you're a real guy, and the motherfuckers who are real know what I'm talking about. Like sometimes you want people to understand, like, yo, that's not the way you talk to me, and you used to making people talk to you a certain way. So it's a little bit of a hard of adjustment for guys like us once we become public figures. And I don't know if Rohan is like that. But it's a little bit harder for guys like us to just be like, all right, yo, you just gonna talk shit, and there's nothing that's gonna happen. And in terms of them understanding, like, don't talk to me that way. So there's an adjustment period. But now, you know, I'm like Rohan, like that thing, you know, sweat off my back. But I think that's where the dilemma is when it comes to Rohan's maturity, for lack of a better word.
The only thing I'm concerned is that fighting on the back foot. I've never seen him fighting on the back foot because no fighter ever really gave that to him.
Nah, but you don't have to if he's
you don't have to. Yeah.
That's his style. You never seen Subriel on the back foot. He a 2-time world champion.
No, I'm saying no fighter has ever made him have to do that, Joe. That's what I'm trying to say. No fighter has ever has that much power that he fought for him to set traps and catch guys.
Yo, I'll be honest with you. And I was gonna end the show, but I'm glad I didn't. Yo, Rohan showed a lot of good traps and wrinkles that I hadn't seen from him before in his last fight. With his feints, and you know, like he was going low, going up top, instead of going up top, going low, moving it head position. I feel like he always tells me, Joel, tú todavía no visto nada. I felt like he showed a lot, and those who were paying attention saw a lot of good wrinkles. There was a lot of punches that I know Randall was not expecting to get, for a punch to come from that angle, or for him to throw a punch in that position. You know, there was a lot of good moments like that. Yeah. But let me read this super chat. I got the Nobody 92 with a $5 super chat. Salute to you, my brother. It says, Hector, after the Rohan fight, you said you wasn't happy with what the WBO president said to you regarding Rohan's future. What was it that he said? Be careful. Because I know you. So just
he mentioned it already. He mentioned it. Had to hit
he
lottery.
did mention it. Yeah. You got to hit the lottery or something like that. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. No, I said it. He said, I said, you know, could we get that number 2 spot? And he was like, something like, shit, you better off hitting the lottery, something like that.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, you know, we got, I mean, again, number 3 I'm okay with, because ahead of him will be Rocha and Haney. I'm okay with that because Haney, he's either gonna become the champion or lose and move down. And Rocha did win an eliminator to become the number one. So I'm gonna be mad that he's ranked number one when he won an eliminator to get there. So
Yeah, but
that
there
would
has to be a
be
system.
just
There has to be a system.
no, but
though,
that
where a
is the
fighter.
that is the system. That is the
Hold on,
system.
hold
So
on, Jordan.
I think
Hold on,
those
hold
two. Hold on. I was the one talking, bro. Relax. So when you talk about those two fighters, I'm okay. All right, you want to say Rohan got to be number 3? I'm okay. But yo, anything other than that, bro, it's offensive to my intelligence.
What I was trying to say is there has to be some type of a system where if a fighter doesn't fight in a year, 15 months, like listen, you have to drop over, or if there's an offer made to a fighter and he doesn't take it, like my man, you didn't take an offer for a title eliminator or somebody that's close, you got to go down because you're not negotiating in good faith. ¿Tú me entiendes? So a lot of times these guys don't want to take offers. They want to hit the lottery with a title shot. I don't know, man. Because Rocha's just going to be standing there, I guess, and that title might be held up now with a rematch. So hopefully it's not. Hopefully we get a Haney Rohan matchup too. That would be nice if he wants that title.
Bad.
Yeah, that's why I'm not even mad. If you get the title shot against Haney, oh man.
Yeah, because Haney is there's like 7 to 8 names that really move the needle in boxing, and Haney is one of them. So
Man, he's crazy.
if Rohan could get him, and I think Rohan beats him, I think he'd take that name from him, and now he's in the mix with all those guys, with Teofimos and Ryan Garcias, and the guys in and around that division that have some weight amongst the boxing casuals. I think he's in there if he beats Haney. That now he could easily be like, yo, Ryan, I want you. Hey, Tio, when you move up, I want you.
You know who moves that needle? Really moves that needle?
Tank.
If Turkey says Rolly, you got to fight Rohan for that title. You know what the WBA is going to say? You got to fight Rohan because he know that sanctioning fee, that 3% from that pay, that guy can move the needle. So he just got to keep making noise. If he keeps making noise, Turkey's going to force one of those names to fight him because he's on the Ring magazine as what, 4, 3?
Yeah. No, and that's the style Turkey likes. Turkey likes them aggressive fighters.
Exactly. I think that's why he's ranked as high as he is. He's ranked higher with that belt. It's the Ring magazine belt that really matters right now, if you ask me. Because if you rank high enough, Turkey might look at you and put you in position because he knows you're coming forward. So, Papa Turkey.
You just want everybody to be with Turkey, man.
No, I'm just saying he's gonna force those guys to fight people that they don't want to fight. That's what he's basically doing. He's making hard matchups for these divas. No tune-ups.
My man Jose Rodriguez said Nicholas Flax got more tools in the bag than Rohan.
I don't even know where these. I think those are just fanboys, man.
I don't know unless he means literal tools, like he got a toolbox with a hammer and a screwdriver and shit like that.
They would have made that fight.
He definitely got a. I don't know if there's a ducking tool there. Well, he definitely got a ducking tool, Rodriguez.
I'm not gonna say that because he still has to do what his promoter says, and his promoter doesn't want the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna call him
it says it.
No, I agree. But I don't think that's him. Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. No, it's him. That's his team. Like you can't separate me from Rohan if I don't want to fight, and I'm telling Rohan don't take that fight, and he listens to me. No,
I got you. You could as a fighter, if somebody sends you a contract and your promoter doesn't want you to take it, you could still take the fight. So I will say that, but I don't know if a contract ever got sent. I know conversations was made, and maybe it was relayed to them like, yo, we're not interested. So a contract was never sent. But I'm not gonna call him a duck, but it's still a fight I would like to see.
He wanted to fight. He thought he wanted to fight. We sent him the contract, and then crickets. So
That's a good fight too.
And no, I'm not a better trainer than Salah.
That's a good fight. The Flaws is a good fight win for Rohan. So that would have been a good fight for both of them, to be honest with you. Because
They
that person
both
would have
rank
cemented.
good.
Yeah.
They both rank good. I think where's Floss? Floss is like number 9 or 10. No, he's number 11. And Rohan was number 7. He'll move up. But 7 versus 11, you'll be ranked nice. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody wants Rohan right now. You gotta force Rohan to fight right now.
Like that's something Rohan said on my channel. He said, I'm not gonna get a title shot until I'm mandatory. These guys are ducking me, and I'm too high of a risk, too little reward. But that could change soon, man.
Very
that
quick.
Could change soon. Yeah, because like I said, next time it's gonna be 2 sections, and then I'll be honest, I don't even think it gets to 3 sections. I think it gets to the whole fucking building after that.
If it's a main event, if it's a title fight, Joel.
Yeah, the way shit bubbling up in these streets with Dominican boxing, I think the next one might be the next one will be two sections. Then the next one after that is just buy tickets because that shit gonna be packed out with Dominican.
And he's hot. He's hot in these streets. People are mentioning him.
He's the hottest Dominican right now. I want to say hottest Dominican.
Yeah, and also people still criticize him. Forget about him throwing the jab, whatever. Come get entertained because when Rohan Polanco fight is a guaranteed entertainment. Even with a negative fighter like Quentin Randall, he was still able to be entertained.
Tiger Johnson's also in the weight division.
Yo, Stock Chasers, what's up? Yo, I'm shutting it down in 5 minutes, just giving you the heads up. But Stock Chasers, what's up?
That's the Captain 2.0 right there.
Yo, he was turned the fuck
he was
up.
Turned up.
Yo, Nah, I know, Brody. I know you about to shut it down. Juan,
yo, bro, you gave us, mi hermano, you gave us crazy vibes on Fight Day, bro.
Definitely came out and showed out.
We need that energy.
I told you I'm gonna do my part, bro.
I want to know how you got down into the expensive seats, Dr.
Bro, what you mean how I got down, bro? If you look at the fight, round 12, round 10, sorry, I was right there, bro, gritando. Tú me oyes, tú sabes.
I look back, he was over my shoulder. I'm like, how you get down here?
Bro, I started screaming at Rohan, bro. He started fucking punching harder, bro, at your boy Randall, bro, in that 12th round, bro. He started smoking him in that 12th round. He heard me.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I knew you was gonna turn up like that. I seen you. I was like, oh shit, my man really.
I'm surprised he turned up like that for Rohan, where it's like either a Trump supporter, right?
Yeah.
And this guy's a Haney supporter. It's like no one beats Haney. No one's.
Who? I think he's overrated.
I'm a Haney supporter against Brian Norman and amongst others. But at the end of the day, bro, listen, man. What's the budget, bro? Like, what's the budget? Like, bro, we have to get a banger for Rohan, bro. This next fight, man. I don't know, like, what type of role you play in those decisions, but this next fight, man, it gotta be a banger, bro. It gotta be a banger.
Hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Well,
there's I mean, I could shut it down if I really wanted to, unless it's a title eliminator. But I'm not. I got other people to worry about.
Nah, I feel you.
I got a $2 super chat from the Nobody 92. Salute to you. He says, "How's Rodrigo Malte looking in the firehouse?"
He's good, man. He'll be good. He's these kids, all of them got. I just need. If they can't fight, they can't fight. I teach them how to fight, but you just have to have the right attitude, and he has the right attitude.
What's up with this kid that I keep hearing from your gym? That's like the best guy in your gym. What was the guy's name, Joel?
Thomas Blumenfeld. He brought him up earlier.
Yeah, who is this kid? Everybody
You going over there?
Actually, Rodrigo Monte's birthday tomorrow, and he will get beat up by Thomas Blumenfeld tomorrow.
I still gotta go see him spar. Last time I went, and he was nursing an injury.
What division?
It's like
What
poetry.
division?
Man.
What division he fighting?
135 pounds.
Is there a video on YouTube with him fighting? I gotta see this guy.
Actually, I think so. Yeah, I think he fought on the zone, so he should be.
Thomas Blumenfeld.
Yeah.
I watched him on the zone. He's on the zone.
How you
He's
think
not-
he fight? Can he fight or what?
Yeah, bro. He does the technicals, bro. He's just
He's technical.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I gotta check him out. But yo, fellas, I appreciate you on me. I'm sorry, I gotta wake up at 6 in the morning. So I appreciate.
I had my thought that I didn't get out yet, but
no. Go ahead. I hate to do that because I don't like when people do that to me. If you got a thought, go ahead, get your thought off.
we were talking about Rohan and what I was telling him that he had to give it his best day in, day out is what matters. Impressing people who ain't even on his level, like. So I'll do it like this because there's people out there that's suffering too. Like you have to. You're enough, right? And that's the truth. People get caught up in what other people's thinking and trying to live to somebody else's standards. But stop looking for validation. You'll start moving different. You'll realize that the only fucking competition that you have is the person that you was yesterday. And that's how Polanco's thinking. He's not thinking anybody's better than him. He's his own opponent. He's trying to best himself. So when he's looking at you're telling him that he have to look at Matias or someone like that and say that person's better than me, right? You must be crazy. So it ain't about. It's just about being better, right? And the moment that you stop trying to prove yourself to the world, everything will start changing, right? Locked in, laser focus on your grind. All that noise around you won't matter no more, right? Putting that work in, nobody's opinion should matter, right? So chase being the best version of yourself. That's what you chase, right? Better.
Facts. And before I go, I want to go promote my event here. August 10th, Sunday, August 10th, I will be having an event immediately after the Dominican Day Parade, starting at 4 p.m. in Puerto Plata Seafood in Woodhaven, Queens, New York. Listen to the lineup. I got Rohan Polanco, Eldy Cedeño, Endry Cedeño, Caballo Bronco, Carlos Adames, for those of you who don't know, Joan Guzman, and Edwin de los Santos confirmed. I have other fighters pending, but these are the fighters that have been confirmed that are going to be there. I think if you love Dominican boxing, if you're a part of the fucking movement, especially if you live in New York, New Jersey, or Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, like somewhere in the tri-state area, and you have the capabilities to be at this event, I think it's in your best interest. If you part of El Movimiento, the shit we talk about supporting and this and that, I think this is an event you guys have to go to. August 10th. Look, man, I spent money on this flyer. Look, I got it in English. I got it in Spanish. I got flyers of people who are actually going to be there. So I need everybody to show up August 10th. Make sure you call out of work. Make sure you not call out of work. Make sure you get that shift covered. Do whatever you got to do. August 10th, 4 p.m. Puerto Plata Seafood, 7516 Rockaway Boulevard, Woodhaven, New York, 11421 is the address. Make sure y'all there, man. It's going to be a great night. Believe me, it's going to be a great night. All right. Oh, man. Nobody 92 says a $5 super chat says, Hector, what made you bring in Joan last minute? And did you learn anything from having him there? And then we'll end it on that note.
Say that again.
What made you have Joan in last minute in the corner, and did you learn anything from having him in there?
Joel trying to rush this guy.
Bro, I gotta wake up early.
I'm trying to get out of here. Facts.
I think there's a quote like the only way to do great work is like to love what you do. fucking Joan Guzman loves boxing. He's a breath of fresh air to have around. He comes in the locker room, and immediately once he walks in the locker room, I know I made the right decision. Why? Because I don't know if Rohan met him before, but one thing about Dominicans is like, or probably just Hispanic people, like you could just walk in the door and it's like your cousins. It's like you've known each other forever. And as soon as he walked in, it was awesome to see the love that he got because he deserves it. He's a awesome fighter that really, I mean, I say he didn't get the chance that he deserved, even though he was a world champion, even though he's probably the greatest Dominican fighter. But just even the commission, Jan Santana and his people, Rohan, even that little guy Pio, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Pio.
Radel
Ortiz.
Like they all knew him. And I seen him, and I love the fact that he got the attention he got, commanded attention with his stories. And while all this is going on, now we don't have the fighters that was there quiet, and it was like a funeral before he got there. We don't have them. I think there's a video of I think Top Rank had him dancing in the locker room. Did you see that? Did you see that, Stock Chaser? Right when John dancing?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So it's like he brought life to the locker room. Did I learn anything from him? No, I didn't learn nothing from him, but it was good to have him in the corner where his instructions aligned with mine, and I'll definitely, like, without a doubt, do it again, and would love to do it again, because it is I know he's a good team player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a good team player. He's not trying to say that he's the guy or trying to get some accolades or steal the spotlight. No, he know what he's doing there. He know how to motivate the fighter. He got experience. So it was awesome to have him there.
Yeah, man. You ever thought of bringing him in camp?
I would love to. I just know that like he has a really good thing going on, and for me to take him out of that, he deserves to get paid, and I don't know if Polanco's in a position to pay someone like that.
At least not yet.
Yeah, but let's say if he was, then yes,
Okay.
he'll be the first one to be like, nah, and you know he deserves every he deserves to be there. He deserves to get paid.
Okay.
So, but I mean, Polanco's been getting paid more and more and more every fight. So, next fight you should be able to afford it. You know.
Okay. Hey, that's exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to it. But
I'm sorry. What was the question?
No, Juan. Nothing was the question. The question was, have a good night. I gotta wake up early in the morning. I love you guys.
Yo, Stock Chaser, man. Peace, man. Good to see you.
Always, yeah.
Every time I see you, you always got a tank top on. Crazy.
Feel me? You know what it is, man. Nah, it's hot in New York, baby. It's hot.
Look at Joel. Hey,